Sweet as. Right, can you guys hear me again? I'm so close to 1K subs. I know. I need to get there. Hey, right, so you can hear me? Is my mic too loud? Let me know if everything's alright, like if my volume's okay, or if I'm too loud or whatever. Just let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna move this. I can't see. Everything's fine? Nice. Anyway, thank you so much for joining so early. It's been a rough week. Like last week, it's been rough. I've been getting over being sick, so I haven't been doing much. But I'm lucky I'm better because it's just in time tomorrow for the finale. We excited for the finale? Right, I'll save these. Bro, I'm so scared to see the end of the series tomorrow. I know. It's been building up for 3 years. 3 years I've been waiting for it. I never think we'd get to this point. Hell yeah. You know what I'm hoping for? Because I live in New Zealand, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the case. I hope that they have the frickin' popcorn buckets. Because they didn't have the ones for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and they better have them, or else I'm going to be super pissed. Hi there, X-Gamer. Thank you so much for joining. It's great to see you again, bud. It's been a while. Excuse me. So, if you guys want to ask me anything, have you guys seen the series? Watched my retrospective series, by the way? I'm not sure if mine will have the popcorn buckets, but I hope. I don't think mine will, which sucks, because I went to the cinemas to see Backrooms, and I didn't see anything in the back. Guess what, huh? What is it about Russia? What am I guessing? What am I guessing about Russia? Tell me, gamer. I've seen them all. Oh, nice. Thank you. Right. So if you have any questions or have anything that you want me to, like, clarify from what I spoke about in that series, then just ask me. Because, there's always a few things that I'd like to touch up on. Yeah, dude. It's so good that I managed to get it all out before the leaks. I watched all the episodes before the leaks, and I made them. I might need to get some water. Whew. I made them all before the leaks, which means I wasn't spoiled at all. Did you like the Backrooms movie? I didn't watch it yet. It was surprisingly good. I was not expecting much out of the Backrooms movie. But no, it was actually really, really decent. They did a great job. Kane Pixels did a fantastic job at making that movie. I've been kind of considering, and you guys can let me know if you want me to do this. I've been kind of considering checking out some other glitch pilots. And I've been suggested a lot. Of course, I've been suggested murder drones, obviously. I have... Stop beatboxing. Are you talking about my coughing? I'm not beatboxing, dude. That's me being sick, and you're making fun of it. Murder Drones is peak. I tried watching it and like the full series, and it was just really, really confusing. But I kind of understand it a little more now because I did a little bit of research and watched some other videos talking about it. So I kind of understand it. It's just when I first watched it, I was just kind of like, what the fuck is going on here? Like it was weird. It was difficult to get behind. But I saw Gameoverse. I need to rewatch it though because I don't remember a lot, but I love the concept of Gameoverse. I've also checked out the Gaslight District and Knights of Guinevere and all that. But are there any non-glitch indie shows that you guys would recommend? About the Russia, we've got answers from Glitch for cinemas that made a lot of effort with fans to connect to them. We are probably going to watch digital unofficial in cinemas. Right. The one thing I'll say is that, yes, it is very complicated on the first watch. Because the whole thing with Murder Drones is that I know it's got all of the mystery and, you know, trying to find out the backstory and everything. So I understand now why it was confusing. But maybe I should watch it again, because maybe this time it will be a lot better. Anyway. So you'll... Wait, so Gamer, are you saying that you're going to watch unofficial releases in cinema? Or do you just mean you're going to watch it, like, digitally, like, online, but when it comes out in cinemas and not before it gets released on YouTube and Netflix and whatever? Is that what you're saying? Is that due to, like, restrictions in Russia with showing media? Yeah. It's a bit of a shame. I had to restart stream before, so it's a bit awkward, but it doesn't matter. When I wake up tomorrow to watch the TADC movie, I'm gonna ignore my phone until I see it. Yeah, do that. Stay off the internet. I'm lucky because I don't actually look at a lot of social media. I don't go on Reddit. I don't look at a lot of Twitter or Instagram and everything. So the leaks for me weren't that big of a deal because I knew I would never get spoiled because I don't look at much social media anyway, so who cares? I just watch a lot of YouTube, so that was probably like the only way I could get spoiled is just YouTube. But that's not a problem because my YouTube recommendations are weird. I'll say that. I'll be right back. Wait, hold on. Read this chat message. I mean, on cinemas themselves. Okay, I don't know which of our cinemas are going to do that, but definitely some. Yeah, restrictions problems. No one minds to share, but unavailable to pay. Movie makers. Right, okay, so you're going to watch unofficial cinema releases. Well, good for you. At least you get to see it somewhat in cinemas, and you get to still enjoy it. When they first announced it, I was kind of under the same impression, because a lot of people had problems with them releasing it in cinemas due to, like, because they won't be able to get it everywhere. And I was under the same impression, because I'm like, oh, they're only releasing it in the US and Canada. Not even Australia, even though Glitch is Australian. But no, but then we started to get them released globally, which is good. I'm pretty sure Markiplier's movie Iron Lung was meant to be the same, where it was released in the US, but then it became so big and widespread that it started releasing globally, and then they had it in like every single country basically, which is kind of insane. The problem with TADC is that they absolutely cannot do that because of laws and censoring in other countries. So, you know, like non-progressive countries, for example, they don't want to show TADC. Are you watching it in theaters? Hell yeah, I am. I am so watching that in theaters. As soon as they announced that, as soon as it came into my country, I immediately bought tickets. And I'm so excited. Because I'm going to get myself a giant frickin' bowl of popcorn, as well as a jumbo-sized drink, and I'm going to be sitting there eating away, hopefully out of Jax's head, because I really want the popcorn buckets. Or theater watching TADC on you. I know that pun this was supposed to be. Yeah, what the hell kind of pun is that? Are you saying you telling me the Digital Circus is going to be watching me? Because I don't think so, bud. Oh! Speaking of that, actually, have you guys heard that the Digital Circus voice cast is going to be going live in just a couple hours? So, maybe once they do, we'll tune into that and go and see what the voice actors have to hear. And Gooseworks is joining them. Because it sucks, because the cast have kind of been in the dark for a while because of all the controversy and shit that's been going on. So I'm glad that they're coming out for like one final public thing before the finale, because they kind of have to, you know. The finale's coming up. It's a pretty big deal. Yeah, they are. We're gonna go listen to Gooseworks. Yes, I'm serious. Ashley Nichols posted it on her Twitter earlier today. Do you think the leaks were actually fake, or do you think people were just coping like crazy? I think they're coping like crazy. I reckon the leaks are absolutely real, because a lot of the pointers I hear, like, Glitch did it on purpose as, like, a marketing scheme. No way in hell. It's a massive waste of money and time animating an entire fake episode, because it's not just that, it's a ton of leaked clips. The entire episode got leaked. So, what live format is this about to be? Q&A? Oh, so that's why it's Q&A. What do you mean? You're talking about my stream, or you're talking about the stream of the cast? Because, Payshays, we will go join them later on, and we will watch them on this stream, which I'm super excited, because I love watching the cast interact with each other. I remember all the videos of them playing games and stuff like that. I remember when they played this Digital Circus fan game. It was like a story game. It was so cool. I loved it. Anyway, I'll be right back. I need water. My throat is killing. I'm dying. And I'm back. Sorry, guys. I just had to... So here's a question, here's an interesting question for chat. The way I discovered TADC was under very weird circumstances, and I want to hear your guys' stories. How and when did you discover Digital Circus? What made you want to watch it? You beat me to it. You beat me to it. How did I first see TADC? Well, I've got a funny story. I kind of hinted to this in my retrospective, but I'll tell the full thing on here. Oh, where was I? Popcorn buckets. We definitely won't have those, but it's funny that import them from shops or eBay is not a big deal. That's true, actually. Except the problem with me, I don't want to get a popcorn bucket delivered off of freaking eBay because it's someone's like disgusting, grimy secondhand popcorn bucket. It'll just be really gross. But yeah, I'm the waterman. So here's the story of how I first discovered Digital Circus. Now, I was just scrolling through YouTube one day on my phone, scrolling through my recommendations, and I saw what was a dub of a very familiar-looking Five Nights at Freddy's fanfic. You know? I get recommended that stuff a lot, don't ask why. But when I looked on the thumbnail, I noticed that the two characters involved were not any FNAF characters that I recognized. It was a purple rabbit and a jester girl. And I was like, these look like Five Nights at Freddy's characters, but not ones that I know of. And I thought, maybe they're just like some modern characters that I just, from some new FNAF thing that I don't give a shit about. So I watched the fanfiction. It was very traumatizing and disgusting, made me want to throw up. But then I realized that, you know, from the music in the background, the names of the characters, I finally clocked, like, yeah, no, these aren't Five Nights at Freddy's characters. What's this? I scroll down to the description, and it says, The Amazing Digital Circus fanfiction comic dub. And I was just like, oh, okay, so this is going to be some, like, weird kids' TV show that everyone grew up on, and I haven't heard a thing about. So I Googled it, and I was completely baffled, because it was just one episode that came out a month ago, and it was made by a YouTube team. And I didn't understand it, because I'm like, wait, this thing's already got, like, this giant-ass fan base. I thought this was, like, a 20-year-old television show. But no, it's this, like, tiny niche thing, but it's already blown up this much. So I watched it, and boom, that was it. I was gone. I was hooked. I absolutely loved it. I think I could go see it because it's in the cinema right next to me, but I don't know if I will. Why don't you want to see it? if there's a cinema right next to you, that's lucky, bro. Lol, you thought it was FNAF. I did think it was FNAF. But a lot of memes, like with Gameoverse, that's how back in the day. And also YouTube recommendations reduced for 4 times because of cringy Kane's face. Cringy Kane's face. You're calling Kane cringy? That guy's dead, bro. You're making fun of a dead man. Do you guys reckon Kane could return for episode 9? Or do you think that's just not a possibility? Because they showed him in a teaser. There was some posters that were leaked early. Sorry, my second language. You're all right, bro. Don't worry at all. You know, if you type something, I'll try and read it and make it out correctly. I feel bad for Kane. I do too, man. Because here's the thing. People call Kane like a narcissist and all that. You can't call someone a narcissist when they're not human. The thing I think people forget about Kane a lot is that he's an AI. Nice one, Peychaise. I like that. But yeah, the thing you need to remember about Kane is that he's an AI. He's not wired the same way as a human being. So, you know, if he does bad things or whatever, that's not really like his fault. I'm kind of absolving him here, but it really isn't. So, anyway, sorry, let me just put down my browser. So, my theory with Kane, and I really hope that I'm right here, because I think I'm kind of on the money here. So, C&A were not developing creative AI. So the creative AI thing is kind of just like a mouthpiece for C&A to kind of cover up the fact that no, they're creating this AI for something else. I think Scratch, the developer that worked alongside Kinger, was trying to figure out how to become immortal. Kind of doing the same thing that the scientist was in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, if you've seen that, where they're just putting their brains into a computer. You know, just putting their mind files in there. And the way they were going to do that was by developing an AI that can perfectly replicate the brain waves of a human, basically. That was the AI's purpose. It was only meant to replicate the human's brain, and that's it. That's what it was meant to do. And they did that successfully, because obviously Kane can create human mind files. We see it in the show, obviously. So that's good. Step 1 complete. But for some reason, somewhere in development, the thing just started to develop like an entire digital like simulation for some reason out of nowhere. Something went incredibly wrong in the programming, and it started going beyond its purpose of just replicating the mind files of a human. And then that's how we got the digital circus, and that explains why the humans can enter the circus. That explains that thing. It explains why Kane is so obsessed with trying to figure out how the humans work, because it's his programming. He's programmed to do that, and the fact that he's failing to do what he's programmed to do is like, it's not upsetting him, it's like really confusing his code. It's like telling ChatGPT that they're doing the wrong thing. It's a really weird like loop. So it's scary. Oh no, that doesn't mean the torture's okay. I'm not saying what Kane did was right. You know? What Kane did to the humans once he got angry wasn't okay. Absolutely not. But, you know, it's more of my opinion. I really can't see him as a human. It's difficult for me to humanize him because he is an AI. I hope you would get this message as easy as the other ones. I am a little funny guy, but hey. You are funny, gamer. I love the support, by the way. Do you keep following the Rick and Morty series? I do, but just for fun. Have a nice first 2 episodes. I actually haven't watched a lot of Rick and Morty in a while, to be honest. And it kind of sucks because I'm now considering taking down this tapestry, just because I haven't been watching a ton of Rick and Morty. But I don't know what I would replace it with, so yeah. I only watched like the first few seasons of Rick and Morty. I think up until season 5, I haven't been able to keep up with it just because just a bit busy. It's funny how Kane wasn't angry at Bubble, but the humans. It's kind of difficult because I don't think Bubble is an entity, so he can't really be angry at Bubble. Bubble's just a part of Kane. I really liked how in episode 8, though, Bubble was used to represent Kane's insecurities. That was cool. That was a good part on Goose. I think this show can have really clever writing, but then sometimes, not really. Sometimes it takes a lot of missed opportunities, which is a shame. Oh, the golden age of the series. Yeah. No, Rick and Morty was great. My favorite episode, I forget the name of it, but my favorite Rick and Morty episode is the one with Mr. Nimbus, King of the Ocean. Because I just love that. I loved all the shit with Narnia. It was so funny. Excuse me. I wanted to rewatch the whole thing before tomorrow, but you know I watched all of your rewatches for the TADC thing. Yeah, that was kind of the point. It was, I remember in the first episode someone criticized me that I'm just showing the clips in chronological order. The whole purpose of the retrospective was not only to catch up myself, but other people on the series. It wasn't really like a video essay. I didn't script anything at all. I just sat down, watched the videos, and just spoke what was on my mind, and that was it, literally. So, and it was a lot of fun too. I enjoyed it. You know, there's obviously some things, some episodes that I wish I did better, but it doesn't matter because it was a cool series anyway. But here's a thing though, and I want to ask you guys, could you leave this in the comment section, please, on this stream? Comment on this stream, not in the chat. What spoiler-free questions do you want me to answer in my review for episode 9 tomorrow? Because the way I always do things when I review a movie or whatever is I go watch it in cinemas and then I immediately come home and I sit down and give my raw thoughts spoiler-free. So but I don't really know because Digital Circus is a bit more complicated. I don't really know what to answer with it. So just tell me in the comments what you would like to hear me answer without going into details or spoilers. Just tell me. My favorite character? Kinga. Kinga's the best. I'll put my questions in the comments later. Thank you. I liked Kinga before he became sympathetic, because I just found him so fucking hilarious. My knack of humor is just like randomness. I think it's I forget what the word is. There's a specific word to describe it. And I just love just random style humor. That's my favorite. But then in episode 3, they went and gave him his backstory, and they made him feel so likable and understandable, and I loved it. So yeah, I love Kinga. He's so good. Second favorite character? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm afraid to say Jax. I think Gummy Goo. I think if I was going to pick my favorite side character, I'd pick Gummy Goo. Gummy Goo is awesome. Again, I liked him before he became sympathetic. He was an Australian crocodile who smuggles and steals things for the better of the poor, like Robin Hood. Who is my least favorite character? Ooh. What are you expecting to... My least favorite character? That is a tough one. Can I include side characters? Because my least favorite character, the fish in the lake in episode 7, I'm pretty sure. One more question after 7th and 8th episodes, Bubble Run. Rewatched the first one, was funny and curious since Bubble of the first episode was so innocent. A little more sassy later. Yeah, Bubble got worse later on in the series. Yeah, Gamer, you don't have to watch every single episode of my Minecraft series. It's all good, bud. Just as long as you want to it's always there, so you can tune in whenever you want. What am I expecting to unfold in episode 9 in terms of plot? Honestly, I really don't know. The only thing I can predict is I'm hoping that the characters use the whole conjuring thing to their ability, because they really set that up in episode 8, and that's probably one of my most favorite ideas. So I really hope that in episode 9 they maybe use it to repair the circus in some way, or whatever happens, they just use it. So Mannequin and maybe Fish as well, knowing it was Mr. Pilo and Charles from Smiling Friends. I like that. I like how they took characters from a different show. Are you seeing the last act in theaters? Yes, I am. I am super duper excited. If you could only save 3 characters in the Amazing Digital Circus, which one would you save? God damn! You guys are really hitting me with these hard ones, aren't you? Uh, who would want... Yeah, it's definitely going to be bittersweet. Goose has described it as being bittersweet. Oh, if I could save 3 characters... Now, I'm going to sound horrible here, but I wouldn't save Kinger. And the reason I wouldn't save Kinger is because he seems like the sacrificial type. He's the oldest, and he's the wisest. He's kind of gone through everything, so... Oh, we don't know that, gamer. Don't encourage it. If anyone has, don't encourage it. If I see anything referring to any leaks, you're gonna be banned. But don't encourage it. So I wouldn't save Kinger. I know I made like a whole episode discussing why I understand Jax as a character and whatever. I wouldn't save him either. So then that leaves Zubul, Gangle, Pomni, and Ragatha. Out of these 4, I have to sacrifice. Maybe Pomni. So I would save Ragatha, Gangle, and Zubul because I believe they all have like the biggest problems. As far as I'm concerned, I just need to like save the characters that haven't had their stories concluded yet. That's all. Who are you cosplaying as? I won't be cosplaying for TADC. Unfortunately not. I wish I could, but I don't have any ideas. Do you think Jax will be saved in the last act? Yeah. I don't know, actually. I hope... I'm gonna say yeah, but that's just me being... That's just me coping. I hope that he's saved. I want him to be saved. What is your favorite NPC? My favorite NPC. Ooh. I don't know. Because I love all the NPCs. They are all amazing. Wait, Gummy Goo's an NPC. So Gummy Goo, sorry. Yeah, I forget sometimes that Gummy Goo's an NPC. What are your favorite and least favorite ships? My favorite ship... I love Abstragedy, just because it's like the most obvious in the series. Abstragedy, I think that's how you say it, is probably my favorite. I cosplay Gangle. I'm too fat. I can't do Gangle. And then my least favorite ship is, I don't know what this one's called, but it's Pomni and Kane. Just because it's so freaking old school. Any ship with Kane is dumb in my opinion. That goes back to the thing I mentioned a little bit earlier in the stream of I can't humanize Kane. Like, physically, my brain just can't do that. There's a theory that explains why the cast is actually just mind scans and not actually real, therefore cannot escape the circus. What do you think of that theory? Could you be a bit more specific on what theory you're referring to? Because I came up with a theory earlier. I went on a little bit of a blurt earlier in the stream. Speaking about the theory of Scratch, I'm glad you've mentioned it. Yeah, I think it might be true. I think... Sorry. I think people are right on the money with that theory. As long as the show explains how Scratch became reincarnated as Jax. How that happened, but it's whatever. What is your second favorite NPC? Do the evil interpretations of the characters count as NPCs? Because Evil Ragatha is amazing. Bunny doll shippers are crazy. I know, dude. But I think the reason they're crazy is because it's another ship that's like really obvious in the series, but Goose isn't going all the way with it like people want her to, so she's not giving them what they want. Do you think you might know why Bubble was glitching in episode 8? Do you think Abel is evil? And by Abel, you're referring to the other AI. Bubble was glitching in episode 8 because Bubble is just a part of Kane. So if Kane is getting frustrated, Bubble is going to follow suit with also becoming chaotic. Because Bubble kind of like represents Kane's insecurities. Abel, in terms of the other AI, I don't know, dude. Because as far as what we've seen with Abel, I don't think so. Abel seemed pretty innocent. Cain seems more evil. Do you think Cain will come back? I think he will, because a little story, a poster that was meant to be released, I think on June 19th when the episode is airing on YouTube. There was a poster that got leaked early in cinemas, and there's a bee in the corner which has Cain's top hat on its abdomen. So people theorize that Cain might be reincarnated as a bee, obviously his favorite animal. So yeah, I reckon he will return in some version. Also, how do you find out new stuff that comes out? Found that I made like old style Cartoon Network, Wink style animation pilot, which has hit a lot. I don't know. I guess you just need to keep up to date with it. Just keep track of things on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube recommendations. That's how I always find out. But it's also a little bit of luck, too. In episode 8 on the computer Kinga was using, it showed a folder called CA Neural Scans Obsolete, and the theory is that this folder is proof of how when you enter the circus, the avatar is just a copy. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's not really a theory anymore. I feel like that we all know that by now, that they're just, like, digital scans, because also Cain, like, flat out said it at the beginning of episode 8, so... Watching people say that the leaks are fake makes me sad, just like the show they're coping. Yeah, there's no way in hell those leaks are fake. I haven't been spoiled or leaked yet, so I'm lucky, because I don't look at a lot of social media. Do you have any theories on episode 8? Do you mean episode 9? Or are you actually talking about 8? Because, yeah, I have some theories on episode 8. There's one theory that I've, like, made up from the ground up, and then there's some other theories that I'm just kind of copying off of other people. Also, fellas, make sure to like the stream, by the way, so that we can push it a little bit more. I want to reach 1,000 subs, hopefully by the end of this week. So, please like the stream. I'm only seeing 1 like at the moment. That's not enough. If you were in the circus, what would you do on day 1, assuming that your memories of TADC were wiped? I don't know. I'd probably just, like, sit around, like, gormlessly for hours. I'd just stare off into the distance like, what the fuck? Why is this happening to me? Like, it would probably take me a couple days to adjust to this, because, you know, the digital circus, it wouldn't be a pleasant place to be in on day 1. By the way, have you ever heard of the Newgrounds platform? There was a lot of animations of TADC back in the day. The only Newgrounds I know is like this online gaming platform, or am I just making that up? Any theories for episode 9? I don't... Well, there's one theory I have. I just mentioned it before with Cain coming back as a bee. Maybe. Because it showed that bee in the poster. That might be Cain. The characters maybe repairing the circus using their conjuring powers. Because now they know they can basically do what Cain does. They just need to kind of like train themselves a bit more. And as well as maybe my theory on... Like, I mentioned my theory before about the whole Mind Files thing. If you guys want to rewind the stream, or I'll maybe mention it again later. Just overall lore being confirmed. And, yeah, I don't know, because I really don't know what to expect out of episode 9. I'll come back to that a little bit later. I would love if the whole featured movie that was just leaked was actually just a fake version and glitch. If they do that, if they actually do that, though, that will probably be the most insane fake out in internet history. I don't believe at all that it's going to happen. But if it does, I will lose my mind. Do you have any theories on episode 9? Yeah, no. Imagine you hit 1K on June 4th. That would be crazy, but I'm already subbed. Thank you, Payshays, and remain subbed. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not getting 1,000 subs tomorrow, but maybe in the next few days, hopefully. Anyway, so my theory. So, do I have any theories for episode 9? I think I already answered that. The only theory that I could see happening is the characters using their conjuring powers. There's no way in hell that they can let that go to waste. Kane returning, reincarnated as a bee, and having all my theories confirmed, which I'll touch on what those are later. As a YouTuber to YouTuber, I wish you get a lot of hours of watch time, hitting 1,000. Don't getting both too fast as well. Absolutely not. You're totally right, Gamer. High quality meme channel with randoms for a while. Thank you, Gamer. I really appreciate the support. If you guys want to, like, if you're a small YouTuber like me and you want to, like, grow fast and earn some encouragement through content creation, you can head down to my Discord below. It's called Content Club. It's just a small little niche community of mine where, excuse me, a ton of YouTubers like me, we come together, we chat, and we just, like, help out each other, support each other in creating content. It's something very casual, but it's a lot of fun because it's something that keeps me going and making YouTube videos, just being able to talk to people. I really believe that Jax will abstract in episode 9 because there is no way they won't go crazy after all that has happened. Jax is my favorite character, by the way. Yeah, well, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he does abstract because, you know, I could see Goose going that route. The show isn't easy going, so, yeah. If Jax abstracts, sure, it's not a shock. I'm a little bit afraid these days to say that Jax is my favorite character because people act so vitriol towards him that, you know, if I say anything that might defend him, people might get mad at me. Do you think you're going to cry watching episode 9? I know I am. I cried during episode 8. I don't know because I don't normally cry at movies. It's very difficult for that to happen. But on rare occasions, I do. And maybe I will at this. I doubt it, but I might. You know, who knows? I'm so scared to watch the last act in theaters tomorrow. My theater is going to be crowded, and I'm scared of people. Me too, yeah. That's something I'm always afraid. I was scared of that with the Minecraft movie. I was afraid of that with FNAF, that people are just going to cause a ruckus. But surprisingly, I've been really lucky. My theaters are actually chill. My Minecraft experience was really chill. The back rooms just the other week was really chill. So, yeah, I'm glad. I have over 25k subs. I can share my channel if you'd like. Yeah, go ahead. Like I said, if you just want to join my Discord, then you can post your channel links in there and share your videos and such. No problem, Minecraft Playground. I'd love to see your channel. You are not making this up. Newgrounds is one of the oldest played Flash games. Yeah, there we go. Best for those music, sticking... Oh, is that where Henry Stickmin comes from? I love that. Do you like Jax as a character? But I couldn't stand him IRL. Yeah, I like him as a character. IRL? Fuck no. If I knew someone that obnoxious in real life, I just wouldn't get to know them. Because it's not the case of that he's just annoying. He antagonizes other people. He's such a prick. But I like him as a character. He's a good character. If you want to hear my full extent on Jax, go watch my episode 6 retrospective, because that's my longest one in my series, and I go into full depth of why I kind of get Jax. Animator versus animation. I believe Sonic Shorts, seconds, and others. Anyway. So I'm gonna bring it up again, guys. In terms of spoiler questions, yeah, I'm scared too. I won't sit here and act like I'm not scared for episode 9. I'm afraid too. I'm not afraid of crying, but I'm just afraid of, like, shock. My heart is going to be pounding the entire time. My opinion on Pomni, people don't like Pomni because she does nothing in the series. And I'm not going to act like I don't get that criticism. I do. I understand, because, yeah, Pomni definitely does the least out of the main cast. But I understand why. My theory for Pomni is that in the real world, Pomni was very lonely. She didn't have a social life. She didn't make many friends because she was just so focused on herself and like her job as the accountant and all that. So in the digital circus, I noticed like in episodes 1 and 2 and a little bit of 3, she was very lonely and secluded. I know that's obviously because she was shocked about being stuck in the circus, but she didn't really talk to people much. She had trouble fitting in, so it's a real shame. It's really sad. So, and then I think what the series is trying to develop later down the line for Pomni is that because she's now stuck in the circus and she doesn't need to worry about all this real world shit like needing to have a job and earn money or whatever, she can now just fully focus on socializing and opening up to other people again, which, you know, so the circus is almost like a blessing and a curse for her in a way. That's how I look at Pomni. And I really hope that episode 9 wraps up all this shit, because I want to be correct on some things. Because whenever I predict anything, like I did with the FNAF movies and all that, I was always incorrect about the shit I predicted. I hope that I'm right about some of this stuff. So, raise your hand in chat. Raise your arms up like this. Raise your hands. If you're going to see Digital 9 in theaters. I feel really bad for Goose. Me too. I feel sorry for Goose. My friends are trying to spoil it. They've seen the leaks. And all of them want to discuss it, but they are suspiciously with poker face. I know they enjoyed it, and it's hard to say how it hit them. But still, this means nothing. Wait, so your friends have watched the spoilers, dude? Alright, Payshays is going to watch it in cinemas. Me. Hold on, let me type in chat. Hold on. Do you guys like the digital circus at the score, by the way? In the background. Alright. Alright, hands up. If you were in the circus, how would Kane torture you? Ooh, that's a good question. Both watched the full leaked movie, and even the one who... Dude! So someone... actually, that makes more sense. If you're not a fan, you're going to get roped into watching the leaks because you don't care about being spoiled, so I get that. Oh, you didn't even notice the music? I'll turn it up. Right now, it's the trophy room. How would Kane torture me? That is a very good question, because it means I'll have to go into all of my, like, insecurities and stuff. I don't know, man. What are my biggest insecurities? I guess just... I don't know. I'll have to come back to that. You're really giving me the buff questions here, dude. Oh. You both didn't notice the music. Right, excellent. Here, I'll turn it up a little more. I just feel like my microphone's too loud, though. So I know that a ton of you are going to go watch it in cinemas, but I'll mention this again. I'll keep mentioning it throughout the stream. In terms of spoiler-free questions, I'm going to do a spoiler-free review as soon as I watch the episode tomorrow. Post in the comments below of this stream. Don't post it in chat. Post it in the comments section. What spoiler-free questions would you like me to answer in the review? You know, what things would you like me to answer about the plot or character or whatever without going into detail? You should answer it on the last episode thing. Answer what? Can we recommend songs? Yeah, you can recommend songs. You can recommend anything. You can recommend for me to play a game if you want, but yeah. If you'd like me to play some other music in the background. I just thought TADC would, you know, be fitting for the stream's topic. And also another thing, by the way, since we've got a few viewers in here, another thing we're going to do, guys, Gooseworks and the entire cast are going live in an hour. They're going to be going live on YouTube and doing one final stream before the finale. So later on, we're going to go and tune in on that and watch what Goose and the team have to say. How... Oh, I should save it for the final episode. Oh, okay. Yeah, how would Kane torture me? Sure, yeah, I'll write it down. I'm going to make a ton of notes. MC Playground! Thank you for the $5, dude!
We will get to see Jax's secret past. What happened between Jax and Ribbit and how Jax got into the circus, just like Ragnar.
Hell yeah, dude! I'd love to see that! Oh my god! W's in chat for MC Playgrounds, dude! My first ever donation! $5 Canadian. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'd like to see how Jax entered the circus just like Ragatha. We've seen Ragatha. Oh, wait, no, Ragatha's the only one we've seen. We've seen Pomni. Let's see. I want to see all the characters, see how they all entered the circus. By the way, would you guys be down to watch a little bit of TADC theories? Who is the most relatable character, in your opinion? Most relatable character? Ooh. Oh, that's very difficult because it's a bit more personal. To me, the most relatable character is Ragatha, because what Ragatha deals with is kind of like the same thing that I've dealt with all my life in a way. In feeling like that you're never good enough. You always have to keep doing better. Only donation so far. Thank you, gamer. Thank you. I'm glad you're proud. We technically saw the moment Kinga entered the circus as well, not only Ragatha. Well, yeah, technically, I guess. We didn't see the moment where he spawned in, but we got all of the backstory and whatever, so I guess that's all that really matters. Nice, dude. I'm so freaking happy. Oh, here's a question, guys. Sorry, this is just a question about the stream. Sorry, let me turn this down. I cannot hear what I'm thinking. What's my favorite song from TADC? Probably Your New Home. I love Digital Days. It'll probably have to be a tie between Digital Days and Your New Home. It'll probably be a tie between those two. Here's just a question about the stream. Did you guys hear the donation when it came through? Because I'm not sure if you heard it. I heard it on Streamlabs. Hey, Maisie Arts. Thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. I just want to make sure that you guys actually heard, like, the donation and the TTS and all that. Because, You think Scratch made the circus to keep him alive because he was dying? Yeah, because of the tumor in his head. Yes. We didn't. We heard it as well. Oh, you didn't hear the donation? Wait, do I have to add... Hold, okay, I'll sort this out another time, but I guess I need to... And yes, I heard the donation. Oh, you did hear it. Oh. That's weird. MC Playground, you're the one who sent it and you didn't hear it, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not important. I just wanted to ask. It's my first donation. I'm super excited. But, yeah, I think Scratch made Kane as a way of keeping him alive because of the tumor in his head. Yes, that's what I think. Kane's purpose was to replicate the mind file of a human, and they did that successfully, but then for some reason he went beyond his programming and created just an entire digital simulation. It was Minecraft XP sound, yes. I just thought that would be a good sound for a donation, you know? W's in chat. Oh, man. So, do you guys want to hear my theory again? Because I explained my theory earlier about what I think Kane's true purpose was and all the lore with Scratch and that. I explained it earlier in the stream. Do you guys want to hear it again? If you didn't already hear it? Because I think I'm right on the money with this theory, and I'm certain it will get answered in episode 9. 9 people on the stream. I know, dude. It's so much fun. I love this. I'll mention it again. Stay in stream because in an hour, Gooseworks and the entire TADC cast are going live on a stream just to kind of chat. And we're going to tune into that stream later on so that we can hear what they have to say. Your opinion on Bubble. My opinion on Bubble, Bubble is just a part of Kane. So, you know, Bubble's not really like an entity of his own. So whatever Kane does, Bubble will kind of be a reflection of that, you know? Because it's... and this is confirmed, by the way. Kane just made Bubble just to have a sidekick to play off of. I can't wait for tomorrow. Going with my mum before the theater opens. I hope the popcorn buckets won't be too expensive. I would say I'm a collector, but I want to get at least one of the buckets. It sucks because I don't think they're going to have the buckets in my cinema, and I really want a popcorn bucket. You should check this out. I got the popcorn buckets for the Minecraft movie, which are crafting table. It's really awesome, but these are the only popcorn buckets they sell. They didn't have the FNAF ones. And they're not going to have these ones, which sucks dick. Is there anything you hate or don't like about Kinger? Not really, no. Kinger's the GOAT. Kinger's always the GOAT. I will never hate Kinger. He is my favorite. Kinger's the GOAT in chat. W Kingers. Here's another one. Ah! I'm doing the iShow speed, Jesus.
Here's another one. What if Zooble gets the $3x update on the finale? Lamau.
The $3x update? What the fuck does that mean? What time are you going to see the theaters? For those who are going, I'm going at my earliest screening. King of the GOAT, W Kinger, W Kinger. For me, I'm going at my earliest screening, which is 6 p.m. because I live in New Zealand and the time zone's ahead of most other places in the world. Yo, W's in chat for frickin' MC Playground, dude. Holy shit! That's another 5 Canadian. But you need to clarify on that. What the hell do you mean by the $3X? Because I'm not getting it. Because I mentioned in episode 8 something that... Oh, do you know what I really want for episode 9? And if they don't do this, this is just awful writing. The episode better open with a swearing montage with all of the characters, because now that it's not censored, I just want a full 5 minutes of all them going, shitting bitch shit, you know, like, because they could do that now. They have to do it. They have to let off their frustration somehow. I hope they don't sell out before I go inside knowing... Yeah, I get that. That would fucking suck, dude. Imagine if you don't get the popcorn buckets. Please get a popcorn bucket and send a picture to me. If you get the popcorn buckets, Maisie Arts, join my Discord in the description below and send me a picture. I want to see it. I want to see how big they are. YouTube censors the word. Let's say... Oh, the SEX update. Hell yeah, Zooble's getting the sex update. And Gangle. Because I mentioned in episode 8, they can conjure whatever they want, right? Why can't they conjure themselves something a little extra to their avatar? Why can't they do that? Do you not get the joke, gamer? We're talking about some very hands-on activities. Wait, the second half is about to be uncensored. No, it's all good. They can write it however they want. I think it's funnier that I didn't understand what it meant at first, and they had to clarify. $3X. Oh, man. So, any parent in that theater looking at their kids during that I don't know what the age restrictions are. Are there going to be like 12-year-olds in there? Because that's going to be screwed up. If anyone goes with their parents... Sorry, Maisie Arts, I know you said you're going with your mum, but someone going with their parents to watch Digital Circus... Oh, God. That's going to be bad, because it's just going to be embarrassing. My dad went to go see Five Nights at Freddy's 2 with me on my second viewing, so that was fun. Yo, wait. They will most probably swear a lot uncensored. I know! I'm so excited to hear Pomni swear and Ragatha better get out an F word. I saw a post on Twitter, someone saying Ragatha needs to say fuck once in the episode. She better. $3 X, LMAO. Now it sounds like a phone box number. A phone box number. That's an interesting way of putting it. Oh, man. Anyway. So do you guys have any more questions? Did any of you... Hands up if any of you guys watched my series. Hands up. And if you did, do you have anything that you'd like me to clarify from my series? Because there's a few things that I feel like I might have said that some people maybe misinterpreted or I misinterpreted, and I can clean them up here. Maybe, oh, here's an idea. Maybe I could go back on the videos and scroll through the comment sections on all of them and answer anything that any of you guys have said. Does that sound like a plan? Thank you, Payshays. Because that first video did extraordinarily well of my TADC retrospective. So I can go through the comments on here. It might be bad me showing this. Ragatha has done a soft swear once, actually. In episode 5, she says, "Damn it." Yeah, but I want it uncensored, bro. That's the whole point of episode 9. As the... Oh, wow, Gangle. I've actually never thought of that. Gangle's the only one who's never swore. Damn. I've never thought of that before. That's good, though. Gangle's nice. Gangle's another one that I really love, dude. W Gangle in chats, dude. Right, would you guys like me to show my screen, and should we go through some comments on my videos? Would you guys like to see that? It'll be a little bit more fun and interactive. Another reminder, make sure to like the stream. Let's push it. Let's get to 1,000. We're still stuck on 988. We need more. Hands up. I understand it all since I followed the series, and was mostly happy that you mentioned some details or had thoughts on some things, so it was a fun experience. Thank you, Gamer. I'm glad you're satisfied. I remember very well about that, because I kind of know by heart every single episode. Yeah, no, that's all good. There's certain things that I can, like, know off by heart. It was kind of a talent when I was a kid, because I watched so many movies and stuff. I watched too much TV that I could quote entire movies. Madagascar was one of them. Cars was another one. I could recite the entire movies. I get obsessed with things like that. Also, watching before and after the FNAF 2 movie. Is that how you discovered me, Gamer? I think I remember you mentioning that earlier in chat, that you discovered me through the FNAF 2 movie reviews. Because that was when my channel, like, first started getting really popular, was after the FNAF 1 review, but then I kind of fell off a little bit after that, took a bit of a break. But then I reviewed FNAF 2, and my channel got loads of views again, so... Most of my subscribers are either FNAF fans, Minecraft fans, but now a ton of them are TADC fans. Because, like, these past 3 weeks, I've made like 100 subscribers, over 100 subscribers, and it's kind of crazy. That's awesome. I could recite the whole TADC series perfectly, even Orbsman's lines. What was it? I remember. I don't remember what he first says in episode 4, but I remember his order. He's like, "That's right, it's me, Orbsman. Can I please have the number 57 or whatever the order was? Have you seen Jack's Requiem? It's funny. There's a Jack's Requiem? I've seen Kane's Requiem. I haven't seen Jack's Requiem." When I was younger, she trusted me not to swear or do bad things like what I saw. Oh, so it won't be that embarrassing. She still does. Plus, I'm not one. Yeah, no, don't worry, amazing. I'm not judging you for going and watching it with a parent. It's just after you said that, that put the thought in my head, like, oh god, I can imagine all the toddlers going in there to watch that, and the mum and dad sitting there like, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah, but no, that's all good going with your mum. That's awesome. It's nice to get some family time in with your parents whilst going and watching something you enjoy. That's good on you. Anyway, Jax's Requiem. Let me see if I can find this. There's Kane's Requiem. Is Jack's Requiem a short? I'm 17, by the way. Sweet as. 3 years younger than me. I'm at Unk status now. I'm fucking 20, dude. Disgusting. Not too young like that. No. Don't trust me. I'm not judging you. Don't worry. I'm thinking of other stuff. I'm having intrusive thoughts. I don't even know what the age restriction. I don't know the youngest viewers that can even go and watch the movie. Is it 13 plus? Or is it like 10 plus? I don't know. Does anyone know the rating? Actually, maybe I could check it. People make fun of Jax's Requiem, by the way. It's sad. Is it? Is it on Glitch's channel? Is it official? Because I don't see no Jack's Requiem. There's only Kane's Requiem. They make fun of it? Yeah, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I don't know. God damn, I'm disgusting. Sickly. Yeah, because this is the only one I know.
That's gonna be a big no for me.
No, Kinger Boy. I'm not being ignored by you anymore.
What?
If you don't love me, maybe I'll find someone else who will.
Ooh, antagonizing. Hold on, I gotta move chat. There we go. I loved this video. This was awesome. The reprise. Oh, it's a fan animation. Alright, let me look it up. Let me look it up. Okay, yeah. Which one is it? Is it the top one? Jack's... Oh, yeah, I've seen clips of this. Yeah, it's the one where he, like, pushes Kinger into the void. They may have to nerf Zooble a bit for it, because it's PG-13. I want them all to swear. I don't want them to nerf the swearing. I want a montage of them just straight swearing. Don't say it, gamer! Don't encourage that shit! Do you guys want to know a funny story? When I uploaded my episode 8 retrospective, episode 8, before it even went public, it was like scheduled. I got a copyright strike from something media, and yeah, I got a copyright strike for Kane's song, the one who's running the show. But apparently, supposedly the track was called Glitch Finale, and they demonetized the video and blocked it publicly. But luckily, I just made an appeal and they immediately lifted it, because That's it, Super Bam! That was it! So are they, like, notorious for making, like, scam copyright claims? Yes, it was Super Bam. I was copyrighted by Super Bam for using the track Glitch Finale. Dude. By the way, for the future, make shadows of the text a bit darker. Oh. So there's white text. Oh. Can you even make shadows? Oh, I don't even know. I'll fix that later. It's a bot that copyright claims. I know it from the SML community. Oh, no way. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Okay, well, yeah, it was Super Bam. It was Super Bam. They copyright claimed me for Kane's song, even though it's fair use. But don't worry, it was easy to appeal. I've never had problems with YouTube appealing things for me, so it's all good. Anyway, let's watch this. 1:26.
Wait, Sybil just swore, so that means Kane really is gone.
How could you completely delete him? Are you crazy? Huh, of course you're crazy.
Oh god, what is this, guys?
Figure this out.
Figure this out? There's nothing to figure out anymore.
Not enthused, feel real confused. Oh, what a goddamn shame!
I feel like this is satire. Is this actually serious?
Now our salvation.
Patient has come to an end. We could. Oh wait. Sunday vest.
Because we got no chance at winning. We play.
Wait, is this AI? This voice sounds AI.
for the pains, but all that remains
I saw a gif of them running up the stairs there on Twitter once, and I got so scared. I was like, "Oh, episode 9 leaks!" It terrified me. It's that infamous. I could guess it immediately. Yeah, I didn't know it was that infamous. I wasn't expecting anyone to just name it in chat.
destroyed.
Super blam. So dumb.
Stupidity is past infinity. So now
Even if Glitch did copyright it, it falls under fair use, so they can't, because I was doing a reaction video. Yeah, I've been copyrighted multiple times for you guys are getting a good look at my YouTube recommendations. Yeah, I've been copyrighted a few times. Another copyright story was where I made a Minecraft video. It was just one of my typical Minecraft episodes. And another scam company had taken one of the Minecraft tracks. I think it was Oxygen. And they posted it on their channel and slowed it down to where it's like basically a different pitch, and then they named it under their own track, and then they copyrighted me for it. So there's a lot of that shit going around. It's a problem with copyright, but like I said, I've never had any problems with YouTube like appealing my copyright or anything, so it's totally fine. Do I watch anime? No, I've never watched anime. Ever. Oh, it was incredible. I went alone 2 or 3 movies in a row. Now you see me. So watching FNAF 2 was better. Chainsaw Breeze was incredible. Anyway, so we got an hour left, or like under an hour until we go and watch Gooseworks and the cast. I'm really excited. Let me actually pull up the channel just so that. Actually, Actually, I don't know where it's going to be. Can't wait for episode 9 to go on digital. Yeah, dude. Just letting you know that when episode 9 does come out on YouTube, I'm going to do, like, another reaction video. Kind of like in the style of the ones that I've done previously, where I'm just going to sit down and watch it and do my review. Also, this seems like a lot, but after I watch episode 9 tomorrow, I'm going to do another stream like this where we can discuss spoilers. So if you're not going to see it in cinemas, don't come and join my stream on Friday. I'll say Friday for you guys. Don't come and join it, because I will be talking about spoilers and stuff, so you obviously don't want to hear that. Yeah, no, I've never seen anime. Alright, the stream's not up yet. I just checked Twitter to see if they've got it up yet. Yep, I've booked my tickets. I booked my tickets months ago. As soon as they became available, I had them slapped on there. I'm scared about how it's going to end too. I know it's not going to be a bad ending, but just judging by the fact it's bittersweet, that's already bad enough for me. So, I don't know who's going to die. I don't know what's going to happen to Jax. They're definitely not escaping, though. For some reason, some people still think that they're going to escape. Maybe I'll check it out sometime, gamer. I don't know. I know it seems kind of contradictory because I'm doing a stream talking about a show, but I'm not actually a big fan of shows. Digital Circus is like the only thing that I've watched. If there was a way for conversations... Sorry, my reading's bad. If there was a way for conversations in public, imagine using code words that translate to things from the... Oh, doesn't spoil anything. Right. So it's basically like speaking spoiler-free language. Which kind of already happens. You know, humans, we already cope that way. But, yeah, if you guys want to discuss what once we've all seen it in cinemas, it's all said and done. If you guys want to come back and join my stream again in a couple days' time and have a chat with me about the overall series, now that we've seen it conclude, then stay tuned. I'll make sure to have a stream scheduled for by then. I'll do it for the same time on Friday. That's Friday for you guys, it's Saturday for me. So, have it ready by then. Cheat code activated, spoiler free, damn right. Get your cheat codes ready, chat. Damn, I'm thirsty. I might need a piss in a minute. But yeah, no, Jax's Requiem was awesome. Thank you for showing me that, guys. I loved it. I would have never expected that in episode 8 Kane would die. By the way, I might come back when I've seen it tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Payshays. I would really appreciate that. I think Kane dying was the least of everyone's expectations. I don't think anyone could have predicted that. That's what I like about the show, is that it's not easy to predict. Like, you really don't know what's going to happen next. After episode 7, no idea how episode 8 was going to go. After episode 8, no idea where episode 9 is going to go. Speaking about the spoiler video, you are about to make both right after the movie and the other sometime. That goose walked across the Rainbow River. Random spoiler. Oh, thank you, Maisie. Thank you for posting spoilers. I'm going to ban you now, because I told you no spoilers in chat. But, no, so basically, gamer, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make my spoiler-free video tomorrow as soon as I watch the episode, so you guys can all come and watch that. but once again, it's going to be spoiler-free. Then the next day, on Saturday, I'll do another stream like this, but it will be discussing spoilers. Then, when the episode goes public in a couple weeks' time on YouTube and Netflix, I will then make another video similar to like I did with my retrospective series, where I'll just sit down and talk raw thoughts about the episode and what I think of it. Wait, he said spoilers. No, I'm joking, Pages. Yeah, Maisie, you better be scared, dude. I'm the streamer. I have all the power over you rascals in chat. So you better fucking watch your mouth. Yeah. No, they didn't say spoilers. It's all good. Okay, I was really wondering on how was your room built? It looks so cool as BG. My room has just been developed over time. My dad made those shelves. He took, I can't show you, but if you look around the sides, you'll actually find that those wooden shelves are like shipping crates. And he just took the shipping crates and painted them, and I've just stuck them on the walls. And then the big, that big bar thing there with the, oh gee, we told you not to say. So, okay, we'll call them, they're not spoilers, they're maple syrup. There we go, that's the code word for spoilers, is maple syrup, at least in my stream anyway. So that bar there with the lights behind it is from a stage play that I did when I was a kid. It was from like an Egyptian set piece. We had these columns. If you go back and watch my old videos, you will see that column has like an Egyptian painting on it. But recently I took... Hello, man! Hi, bud! Thanks for joining! Thank you so much for joining. Oh, shit, I forgot to tell my Discord. But what I was saying, I took some cloth and put it over the top to make it look cooler. But anyway, hello, man! Thank you so much for joining. You've actually just reminded me. I forgot to tell Discord about the stream. How very awful of me. I wonder if you could enter an abstracted person's room in this... what would happen in their rooms? Maybe that's what episode 9 is going to be. Oh boy, I hope we see the other pictures in Jax's room. Yeah, dude! Do you guys hear that in the background? Sing along! We could go on, but in the end, who are we kidding? My divinity is past infinity, am I getting through? Seems our regime has plummeted south. Don't need to scream if ya ain't got a mouth. Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the... Excuse me. Right, sorry, I'm not looking at chat for a minute. Just, Anyway. Hello. Yeah, I would love to see into the abstracted people's rooms. And if Jax abstracts, I don't know. But not just Jax, but everyone else's. Is this column hiding sun? Or is it just like a shelf? It's literally just a piece of wood just standing against my wall. That's all it is. I'm a slow typer. Kane has an advantage. I'm gonna try my best. Don't forget who's hiding the maple syrup. I'm not hiding the maple syrup. Ask Maisie. What do you think Scratch's room would have looked like? So judging on the rooms we've seen but so far, Scratch's room... Oh, we haven't seen Kinga's room, have we? Scratch's and Kinga's rooms, I think, would look very similar. I think they would look maybe... Oh, I don't know, because maybe I was gonna say like maybe more like sci-fi-esque, because they're in my head I'm thinking they're developers, but then that wouldn't be right because it depends on what characters they are. So Kinga's room would probably either be like chess themed or would look like a room that a king would sleep in, like in a castle. Alright, thank you, Payshays. I'll see you in a minute, bud. Don't worry. You didn't give me a clear answer on this comment. Okay, hello man, I'll answer it for you. Okay. If FNAF TADC have to go, which one am I picking? God. You're only asking me this just because they've both given me loads of views on my channel. I don't know, man. Maybe TADC, I don't know. Because... Yeah, don't worry, gamer, thank you. Yeah, maybe TADC, just because, you know, for me personally, for the scope of it, for my channel and all that, it's much smaller. I know it's gotten me loads of views, but it's only like one chapter of my channel, so, you know, who knows. So yeah, I'd pick TADC to go and to keep FNAF. Excuse me. It's a tough question, isn't it? Oh, hell yeah, it is. Because I love both of them. I love Digital Circus. Like, at the moment, I would probably pick for FNAF to go, but my mind and opinions change so heavily, so I can't stick to one. It's a tough question. Would I rather lose thousands of views, or would I rather lose hundreds of views? Is basically what you're asking. Tens of thousands, or just thousands? I guess it's the watch time that matters. Because I'm thinking of it in terms of YouTube views. I'm on a bus trip to my next camping trip. Same place, dude! Are you going to make a video about it? Who you don't love? What are you talking about, gamer? Are you going to make a video on it, hello man? Fuck, I forgot to notify my Discord. What about the others that have names I remember less? I remember one of those other names was Gizmo? I don't know if that sounds right. One of their rooms look like Gizmo. I haven't heard of no Gizmo in the circus. Which one is that? Can you describe? Because there's multiple creatures. Can you describe which creature Gizmo was? Yes, I'm going to make a video about it. Thank you, hello man. I'd love to see, because that camping video is probably my favorite of yours. It was so cool. Here's a fun idea that I think we could do. Oh, no, not this one. Here's an idea. How about, because it's been something I've been meaning to do for a while, how about we do a tier list on my opinions on the episodes, my favorite episodes? Because through my retrospective series, I've been planning on, like, ranking the episodes, what I think of them, and I think we need to follow that up. I'll guess the purple one with the jester hat. I don't know, but we have the power of using the internet, so be right back. That's true. I forget. Google exists. You're right, Maisie, yeah. But I need to go take a piss real quick, so let me know in chat if you guys would like to do a tier list on episodes. Maybe we could do characters too. I can rate all the different characters, but I'll be right back. Just bear with me. Ow. Ow. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, gamer, I also didn't read your last message. That is very evil of me. How did you get to know the Henry... How did you get to know the Henry Stickmin about? I'm surprised that a lot of people didn't expected this game. I knew that. I've never played Henry Stickmin. I don't even know. What the hell is going on? Are you lagging? Are you guys lagging? Oh, you're joking. Okay, thank you. I was about to say, you better not be fucking lagging, or else I'm going to be pissed. Anyway. Always wondering what this series could go or do from what it has. Chat, let's do something crazy. Don't encourage spam, gamer. I swear to God. After realizing Google itself didn't pull up, Gizmo, for me, I'm going to say it was either that name or I'm tripping on... What the hell, dude? Slippery, wet, big, bouncy rubber balls. Yeah, you're tripping on something, all right, when you're making up shit like that. Anyway, chat, do you guys want to do a tier list of my favorite of the Digital Circus episodes? Okay, thank you, Hello Man. No problem. I need to turn on some music. Let me turn on one of my favorite albums for the background of the stream. It's called The Galactic Gospel. Where is it? Where is that shit? There it is. Whoa, that's loud. Alright, you guys hear it in the background? Alright, I want to do a tier list. I need to keep you guys engaged. We've only got 4 viewers right now. Alright, let's make this full screen. So, what a name. I love that name. I just love that name because it's the name of a parrot on YouTube. Gizmo. Gizmo the Grey Bird. Hold on, let me make my webcam smaller so you guys can... Oh no, let me move it. Let me move it down here. There we go. Alright, sweet chat. Let's play a tier list. Ask you this, but what would you look like if you were in TADC? I really don't know, dude. Because you really have to dig deep into your traits of who you are. I'm just kind of a blank slate. It would be easier for someone else to decide what I would look like in the Amazing Digital Circus. Instead of me deciding that. So how about you guys, chat, what would I be in the Digital Circus? Bingo theories would be cool to bring in the cinemas to prepare before it. Oh, that's actually a good idea, gamer! I might do that! A Digital Circus bingo to bring to the cinema. Characters. I could also do one for jokes from the show, like which jokes are ranked what. That's actually a good idea. Yeah, Digital Circus gags. I like that. Anyway, enough questions. Let's do this tier list because we got half an hour until yeah, probably a FNAF animatronic. Hello man, who knows? Anyway, so the pilot, episode 1. So episode 1 is obviously good. It's what got me hooked to the show in the first place. I really loved episode 1 for like the the mystery, and the way it felt. Like, you know, kind of like the kid-friendly vibe in a way. I enjoyed it. But, you know, in terms of the rest, because we need to take in consideration the rest of the episodes. I can change this later after I make an initial ranking. But the pilot's good for establishing the show. The pilot does its job. So maybe I'll put the pilot in B. It's just mid for me because it does what it's meant to do, but there's definitely better episodes out there. So, bro, we need to get the views back up. There's only 3 right now. You guys are all leaving me behind. Anyway, episode 2. This one is definitely better than the pilot. It doesn't do much. I will mention that. It's not like it's extremely important, but it's where the show starts going in the direction that the rest of the episodes go into, which I like. I like that the show goes in a more psychological direction than what the pilot introduced. You know, we get the stuff with Gummy Goo, we get the stuff with Pomni. My only gripe with the episode is that none of that stuff is really important in the long run. So, you know, I'd only put it at A tier, but I really love this episode because I love the adventure. I love how fun it feels. I love watching the characters play off of each other with all the jokes and stuff. Thank you, Hello Man. You really are a true viewer, my guy. Please don't leave me. I wish you came in earlier, though. I should have told Discord. Episode 3. Hey, Peychays. Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming back. We're losing viewers. We need to get them back up again. Like the stream. Share it around. Anyway, episode 3. I would put episode 3 alongside episode 2. No, I'm going to put it in S tier. Because episode 3 is fantastic. Not only do I love the Halloween adventure, not only is it awesome, but, like, the stuff with Kinga, like, the way they developed Kinga was extremely emotional. I love that this is the final episode with where Pomni really starts to grow and change and develop, and she does it so well. So episode 3 with like the emotion in that is freaking awesome. So episode 3 I'm putting in S tier. I love this. I have to say to someone, I actually thought that the second part, that thanks to Jax, that Princess might be an antagonist, and that thanks to Jax we would have consequences, but damn, first fave, adventure. Yeah, episodes 2 adventure is awesome. I honestly love episode 2. The vehicles moving next to each other whilst madness within is so entertaining. Yeah, that's why I love that episode especially. And because of Gummy Goo. How long until the voice cast thing? 20 minutes, so I'm trying to get this out of the way. I might not do the character tier list in this stream, unfortunately. I did say I would do one, but I might not do it because we might not have enough time. Because there are lots of characters and it's going to be a tough decision for me. So we'll probably just do this before we then go and watch the cast. But yeah, we'll get this done first. I gotta confess, I haven't watched TADC properly. I should. I only watched to episode 4. Hello, man. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to judge you or give you shit. Kinga is a G. Kinga is... sorry. Ebola. I'm sorry. But, no, Kinga's the best. Kinga is absolutely amazing. Anyway. Episode 4. Episode 4 is definitely not one of my favorites. I think it's a very good episode, and it does, like, what it's set up to do. But it's definitely not as fun as the other ones, but that's not, like, a criticism. The episode's not really meant to be fun. It's meant to be a bit more of a downer. But I still think it's better than the pilot, because of the character stuff with Gangle and everything is really well done. That episode has always spoken to me a lot. But episodes 2 and 3 are just way more fun in the adventures. Episode 5 is still my favorite. I love episode 5 simply because of the filler. The episode isn't focused on lore. It's not really focused on character until the very end. And the whole episode is just a romp of all of the whole cast just going through various adventures, doing stupid things, making jokes, and I love episode 5. I fell in love with it when I came out. To me, it is peak Digital Circus with the wackiness, the character interactions, the jokes. It's everything that I want. I described it in my episode 5 video that if the Digital Circus was a long-running show spread across multiple seasons, most of the episodes would feel like this. Something more casual and less serious. Do you ever want to make an animation like TADC? Hell yeah, I actually have. There's a brainchild that I've had for a really long time that I really want to make. Episode 5 is peak and gives me 2025 summer vibes. I know, dude. You're so right. Episode 5 was the 2025 year. It was so much fun. Are we about to interact with their stream, or are they flooded with chat? I've never knew where they're streaming. By the way, wondering what it's gonna be. Also, tier list with gun pointed to the head's fun. There's no gun pointed at my head. What are you talking about? At least there is now. Sorry, TOS. I remember on a first watch when it released, I wasn't a fan of episode 4 because of it being slower paced, but rewatching it multiple times through the reactions, it's one of my favorites now. It's a great episode. I really enjoy it. It's just, I find episodes 2 and 3 much more fun. But like I said, that's not a problem with the episode. That does what it's supposed to do. Gamer, to answer your previous question, we're not going to interact with the stream because you're right, it is going to be flooded with chat. We're just going to sit here and watch it and have fun. I really want to hear from Goose again. It's been a long time listening to what Goose has to say. Do I prefer 2D or 3D animation? Do you create neither of those by yourself, or maybe games? I don't really do like games or artwork. I'm not creative in that kind of way. But I'd say 2D animation, because 2D animation looks good. It's probably the most coherent, because when 3D animation looks bad, it looks really bad. But when 2D animation looks bad, it's only mildly bad. In very rare occasions, it looks like total shit. Anyway, back to the tier list. Stop distracting me. So back to the tier list. This is when the episodes start to get foggy for me, so chat might need to help me out on this one, because this is probably going to be a bit difficult for me to figure out. So from episode 6 onwards, So episode 6 is very, very good. Like, the character stuff is amazing, and I love the adventure. The adventure is so freaking hype. But I don't know, this episode just never really stuck with me like other episodes did. To make a show because I'm an animator, but I suck at writing and stuff. You know what you need? You know what you need, Payshays? You need a George Beard. Because, yeah, that's a reference to Captain Underpants, by the way. Because if he can do the art, and then you need a writer, yeah, you need a George Beard, dude. You're Harold Hutchins, you need a George Beard. Just ask my brother, he's in stream. Anyway. But episode 6 is great with character stuff. And the adventure is way too much fun. Do I put it above episode 3 or below it? Okay, here's the thing. I think, personally, I like episode 3 more. But I'm going to put it above episode 3, just because in episode 6, my brother's made this point before, it covers all the characters in the one episode, which, you know, I think is really well done. I think it's really well balanced, so I put it up there for that. I personally think episode 6 is the best of particularly the intense Jax and Pomni relationship drama. Definitely, I agree. But I also like the fact that all the other characters get focused too. Like at the end, we discuss the stuff with Ragatha, we have the talk with Kinga, we have a Gangle and Zubul moment. So even though it is heavily focused on Jax and Pomni, every character gets their say, which I think is awesome. I hope Goose is doing better. I'm gonna feel bad if any of the stuff happening in the bad side of the fandom keeps getting brought up in chat. I hope Goose is doing well. I hope so too, Maisie. I really hope that chat isn't gonna be a prick and there's only gonna be wholesome people in the stream. I agree. I would have to go sleep right now. I wish I could stick too long since it's 2:45 a.m. Jesus Christ, you gotta get some sleep, gamer. It was absolutely fun. Can't wait for the stream. The spoiler one for later. Oh, and I will definitely join the Discord. Also, I might be available for a whole year. Unavailable for a whole year. Gamer, it doesn't matter whether you're available or not, alright? You're a viewer. You choose what you want to watch and you enjoy yourself, alright? So if you don't show up or whatever, don't worry about it. You know, actually, you could tell me why you're not going to be available for a year. Promise I won't be lost in the alley. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you, Gamer. W's in chat to Gamer, everyone. They're an avid viewer when they can be, and they're super fun to talk to in comments and stuff. Thank you so much for joining, Gamer. Thank you so much for the support. We'll catch you later. W's in chat. Hello, man. Which TADC should I draw with chalk in an abandoned building? I'll do it in the name of Ziki! Do it, Hello, man. Do it. Do it. Which character, though? It's funny because in episode 1, Kothmo drew, like, Kane all over the walls and that. I'm gonna say Kane, because Kane looks the most bizarre, and Kane is just the GOAT. Draw Kane in an abandoned building. It's also a hard one. I'm making it hard on you, Hello, man. I'm picking you. Oh, you're going to the army, bro. Oh, shit. Good luck, gamer. Well, thank you so much for joining the stream. And I wish you the best rest of your year, dude. Thank you so, dude. I thank you so much. It's not every day you get someone joining the army because everyone's a pussy. Anyway, I won't speak for everyone else. I'll shut up. Have a great one, guys, and thank you so much. Don't forget about bingo. You can make it. Yeah, that's an awesome suggestion, gamer. Thank you. Drawing the jaw is going to be hard, but I'll be doing it. Yeah, hello, man. I'm setting you a challenge. I will purposefully join the server tomorrow, so joining the server would be on the day of an event, so it's more special than just any normal day. Thank you, Maisie. That's an awesome way of putting it. I like it. You're making it a special moment. Yeah, hello, man. I remember it was back in 24 you told me that you were going to join the army. I appreciate all of you guys if you've got into service or going into service, because you know you're really showing a form of bravery when you do that. I can't ever imagine myself going into like the armed forces or anything, so seeing other people talk about it, just showing how much of a stomach you have to like make the sacrifice of your life is really awesome. Oh, by the way, can you ping Discord to join for the stream? Respect to the guys who are joining the army. Respect, mad respect to anyone. Doesn't matter what country you're from. Our stream. Oh, yeah, totally. I'll let Discord know. I just forgot to ping them today, but normally I do ping Discord about my streams, so don't you worry. Anyway, sorry. We need to get back to the tier lists. Respect to everyone joining the armed forces. Thank you so much for chat. This has been an awesome stream, but we need to get back to ranking the final 2 episodes. Episode 7, I already know where I'm going to put it. C tier. Least favorite, I loved the beach episode. It's a good episode, you know, I enjoy it, but it's definitely the most pointless. It sets up the whole plot point with Abel and everything just for nothing. And it is a sandwich episode. This episode was only made just because Michael Kovacs suggested it, and also because Gooseworks wanted to, like, dunk on all the theorists completely misinterpreting the show, so... You know, I respect that hustle. That was really funny of Goose, but this is kind of... You know, this episode didn't really do much anyway, so who cares? Now, episode 8... You've been awesome and still are. Thank you, gamer. I really love the words of encouragement. It makes it so much cooler. Episode 7 is really good, but nothing important really happens. Exactly. It's not important to the show. You could really just skip out episode 7. I mean, I guess it wouldn't make sense for, like, what happens in episode 8, but they were building up Kane going insane for so long, so I don't really know. No, you could just do it after episode 6. I'm glad my bus ride is not boring thanks to this stream. Good. I'm glad, Hello Man. I'm glad you have something to watch on your bus ride. Respect to the one that said respect to the ones joining the army, and respect to those that inspired to do it, so respect to the one that... Hope to be back soon, so it would felt so fast pretty soon. Thank you, Gamer. And thank you, Maisie Arts, for showing your respect. So episode 8, this one's difficult. Episode 8, I probably don't want to quite put it in S tier. Just because episode 8 was another one where not much happened. And by that, I mean, like, throughout the episode itself. Obviously, we had some really important events in this. Some of the most important events in the series, like Kane being deleted and stuff, and figuring out the lore with Scratch and everything. But in terms of the plot in the episode itself, nothing really happens. The characters just kind of mope for a little bit. They go on an adventure. They get tortured by Kane. And Kane gets deleted, and that's really it. But it's still a great episode. I think I'll put it in A tier above episode 2. I think that's what I'll do. I'll keep distracting you guys. Hey, Gamer, you said it's 2:45 a.m. If you need to go to bed, you need to go to bed, brother. I'd suggest you do it. Anyway, chat, that is my final ranking of the tier list. Are we happy with this? Do you think this is a good enough ranking? What do you guys think in chat? What do you think of my tier list? It's like a staircase, an upside down staircase. I expected the ending to be not escaping because the 9 episodes, but damn, Jax was right. I still think back on how caught off guard I was back being actually right though. I expected the ending to be... Oh yeah, hell yeah. They were never going to escape the circus, never. Even from the pilot, they were absolutely not going to be getting out because, like I said, the show just didn't seem that dumb and brain dead to make it so that they're just going to escape the circus. That seems too cheap. And they were building it up so much in the pilot with the exit door and everything, and really throwing it back in your face like, no, there is no exit. That, nah, you could figure out that, nah, they weren't going to leave. You know what? This is solid. I actually think it's solid too. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Episode 5, first place, then episode 6. Excuse me. Episode 7, episode 3, 8, 2, 4, the pilot, and episode 7. That's my tier list. Are you interested in other glitch animations? I've been considering watching some other glitch too. Like, I want to rewatch Murder Drones. I really like the Gameoverse pilot, but I need to watch it again. Gameoverse looks awesome. And then I also need to watch Knights of Guinevere and the Gaslight District, which I haven't watched yet. Anyway. What do you think happened to with Kaufmo and Ribbit? Honestly, I don't know. Again, that's something I think is going to be answered in episode 9. I don't really have any thoughts. One more question. Do you wish that there were more filler episodes? Not really, no. I mean, I would have loved it. I would have loved more filler because I enjoyed it. But to be honest, I don't think a lot of people would have liked more filler episodes. Because I think it would have just stretched out the show and people wouldn't really have respected it that much. But, you know, I would have been happy with more filler, but nah, doesn't need it. What if the world outside of the TADC is apocalyptic? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, sure. Like, yeah. Because that's the premise in I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Is that the AI created the simulation because it had wiped out all of humanity and the world is apocalyptic. But he only kept, like, I think it was 7 people alive just to torture them in a simulation. I thought it was going to be them escaping, although at this point, yeah, I don't know about that. But the void leading out the computer at the end of episode 1, I want them to find out so bad. Yeah, dude. Listen. We'll definitely get some more answers in episode 9. There's no way that they can end it off leaving more questions than answered. Little reminder, gamer? Bingo. Oh, yeah, no problem. Thank you. Rewatch plus DADC questions to answer before cinema and drink water. Lol. Little lol at the end. Anyway, we have 3 minutes until I assume they're going to go live. It might take a little bit longer after 3 minutes. How do a lot of people know that book? I don't really know. I guess it was just a really good book. It was made into a game. Your chat, do you guys want to see, not this stream, but would you guys like to see me play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? Should we play it on stream at some point? Do you think the world outside of the TADC is live action? Yeah, it is definitely live action, because I think the point of the digital circus is that, yeah, it's animated inside, but outside in the real world, it's going to be live action. Because it's a little bit of like a fourth wall break in a sense. I don't know. Yeah, dude. Like I said, we won't do it now, but we can go. At some point, I'll play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Because, yeah, the book was adapted into a game. Apparently, it's a short story, too. I didn't know it was a short story. I guess it is. A 1-hour episode, and them not finding out is going to be crazy. I know, that's just going to be bad writing if they do that. I mean, this movie makes sense for a movie to show. The thing I like, though, is the fact that they're including episode 8 in cinemas as well. So we're going to watch episode 8 and 9 back to back, which means that the movie's technically going to be an hour and a half. So it's basically like a full movie runtime, which I appreciate because I want it to feel more like an experience, you know? Anyway. So let me just check Twitter again to see what's going on. What are we waiting for? Apparently the Digital Circus cast and that we're going to be going live with Gooseworks and that. So when it happens, we're going to go watch that instead because, you know, it will just be awesome. So I'm waiting for it. I can't wait to hear running the show in theaters. I know, dude, it's going to be so awesome. Can you imagine the sing-along going on in theaters? It's going to be so much fun. Yeah. So I'm sorry we didn't do the character tier list. Next stream, the stream I'll do on Friday when we can talk about spoilers, I will do the character tier list. But that one will take a lot longer because there's more characters than there are episodes, so. Anyway. Also, would you ever stream on Twitch? I don't actually want it, but it's funny how the tools work. If I could do it without the pain of us double streaming a third party. I used to stream on Twitch. I used to stream my Retromania content on Twitch. I would play like SNES games on there and stuff. But I stopped doing it just because I wanted to focus on YouTube instead of focusing on another platform. So if I'm going to continue streaming like this from now on, I would do it on YouTube, on Adventure Gaming, just because it's just more convenient. Are you excited to discuss the movie with fellas, or are you going with some? I'm going with my brother. We're going to go watch the movie together, and it's going to be so much fun. But I'll discuss it by myself. Anyway, it's 12:01. They're supposed to be going live at this point. Thank you so much for the explanation. Yeah, so if you guys want to watch me live, just come here from now on, because I'll keep all my content a bit more unified rather than separating off into so many different platforms and channels and whatever. Question: who is letting the headset be turned on for people? That's actually a very good question. That's something that I have actually been wondering for a long time, is why have they just got an abandoned building with these random ass computers for people to just be wandering in there willy-nilly to put the headsets on? Another thing that they need to answer in episode 9, because that makes no sense. Unless, like, there's some kind of trap that Kane has set up. Because in episode 8, after Ragatha showed up, he's like, wow, I was hoping new minds could show up. I need to make more preparations for this amazing breakthrough. To me, that sounds like he was trying to get it to happen because he was running out of humans. I remember watching you play Zelda on Twitch. You were I was stressed out, was I? Well, thank you, Hello Man, for the reminder that I'm a rage gamer. Oh, I remembered Edward is also from Newgrounds. Abandoned building. Yeah, Hello Man. Do you think you can find the abandoned building from the Digital Circus, the one that has headsets in there? I just thought of that now, to be honest. Yeah, it's very stupid. I thought of those headsets were from a different timeline, but now I don't think so. What do you mean from a different timeline? Like, put that headset in a damn enclosure. It's a dangerous trap. Yeah, maybe Kane set it up on purpose somehow. I don't know how, but maybe he's done something to try and attract humans to get in there. Because he wants more minds, you know? That's the only explanation I can think of, unless Goose has come up with some crackpot explanation. Excuse me. Let's go find out one after we got explanation. There's a delay with the comments. Well, with the chat. Yeah, there's always going to be a bit of a delay. Unfortunately. I thought like 1999 someone got inside, 2005 someone else, and 2029 again. I thought about that because Ragatha has company. No, it's just a straightforward timeline. Kinga ended up in there in like the mid-90s. Ragatha ended up there in 2008. And the show takes place in 2017. So that's more straightforward than you think. Because they are from different places or memories, but this probably could be people themselves. Yeah, this would just be the people themselves. I doubt that they all knew each other in the real world. There's no chance there. They're all just strangers to each other. Right, sorry, I'm just trying to find this stream, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we find out how CNA actually started before all of this stuff happened with Kane and what the name actually stands for. Because by this point, if Kane wasn't his original name, what does CNA mean? That's a good question, because we don't actually know if the other AI was called Abel. Because we need to remember, Episode 7, the whole idea of Episode 7 was only made because Goose just wanted to trick the fandom, and that was it. So the only reason why the mannequin's name was Abel just because Goose was trolling, so it doesn't actually mean anything. I'm so scared for TADC. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight. You're probably not going to sleep at all, Payshays. That's how I am on, like, Christmas Eve. When I was a kid, I would, like, be freaking out. Presents tomorrow. I hope I get what I want. Do you have any TADC merchandise? I don't. I want some TADC merch. It's just all so expensive. All merch is expensive. But no, I don't have any merch. CNA. Now I know what it reminded me. The Twix company, because of the and. And what was bro's old name anyway? Whose old name? What, Kane? Like before he became Kane? I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep perfectly well tonight, actually, because I have melatonins. All right, let me find. I don't normally go on Twitch. Do. Jeez, door slams. Yeah. Alright, it looks like they're not live at the moment. If they don't go live, then screw it. I was wrong. I like your Jurassic Park poster. Thanks, man. That's brand new. I just got it. 3:05 at 7 a.m. waiting for their stream just to say hi for the history. I still think about that. Yeah, I will. I'll let you know when they go live. I'm trying to find it at the moment. They must be having a little bit of a delay. Because I went on Twitter and the link note... Oh, hold on. Also, the cast is here for a reason. Alright, hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm making sure I'm keeping up with Twitter. Would rather be stuck in the back rooms or TADC? TADC, most definitely. Backrooms, there's no stimulation. At least with TADC, there is stimulation. It's funny because I would have never thought watching episode 5 that in a year I'll see it in theaters. No, dude, episode 5 was a year ago. I would never have thought that when I watched the pilot 3 years ago that I would be going and seeing the finale in theaters. Your Sonic posters say they are new too for me. Wink, wink. My Sonic posters are brand new. No, do you actually want to know the story behind that Sonic poster and why I have it hanging up there? Because it's really, really special. Is this cast Q&A stream? I saw Lizzie Freeman promote it on Instagram days ago. Well, I assume it's a Q&A stream. Yeah, it must be. Because, I mean, they're going to come on there to just talk. I saw it on Amanda Hufford's Twitter. They reposted when Ashley Nichols announced it. And then Ashley put up a link, but for some reason the link no longer works, so I'm not sure what the deal is. But we'll wait. It's 9 minutes. I want to hear the Sonic poster story. Okay, so basically, some of you, well, only some of you know, like Hello Man and maybe Gamer, I collect old vintage consoles, and I bought a Sega CD, and it was really hard to find, and the guy delivered it to my house personally. And not only that, so he delivered me my Sega CD, which is awesome, but he also gave me for free that poster, which is a vintage original print from 1990 for Sonic, an original poster, as well as an original 1994 gaming magazine. Look at this, dude. And he gave these to me for free. He bought me the console, gave it to me on my driveway, and he's like, "Oh, and I've also got you this this old poster. It's still got the frickin' tag on it, the price tag. This is from 1994, as well as the frickin' poster, and he just gave them to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Thanks, dude. I didn't ask for this." Yeah, it was awesome. I still haven't used that Sega CD, unfortunately, but it was just awesome, dude. I can't believe I've got these. These are original issues. Absolutely insane. Oh yeah, I will keep them safe. I do. They are valuable. I try making sure that I take care of that poster, not to ruin it. Anyway, Still don't know where this stream is, guys. I'm sorry. This isn't my fault. This is their delays. Would you guys like to request some music to put on in the background, though? Because I'm out of songs. I'm out of my playlists. We've gone through the entire TADC playlist. I miss old magazines. They look way cooler than modern ones. Well, they would do, wouldn't they? Because they were like, you know, the thing you got to keep in mind about all this old stuff is that media was much more limited. So, like, they had to make magazines look cool in order for people to read them, because people couldn't go on social media or on their phones, you know. So a magazine was important. Another reminder, by the way, make sure to submit your spoiler-free questions in the comments below. Don't put it in the chat. Don't put it in the chat. Put it in the comments on the stream. Post your comments asking me what questions you would like me to answer in my spoiler-free review tomorrow for TADC. Anyway, still don't know where the stream is, so bear with me, chat. I had something to share as well. I was at the Sonic event and somehow managed to find Sonic! One of those Archies? Fleetway comic. 100th one with the appearance of a Fleetway, Sonic, and some other 1997. Ever watched Squid Game? I haven't watched Squid Game. I think I watched like episode 1 of Squid Game. But I actually should watch that one because that one looks cool to me. I mean, I say it looks cool. How could I not know about Squid Game? Hardcovers on this. I just joined. Hi, I'm a fan of your videos and your channel. Oh, Sonny! Thanks, man. I'm glad you like the videos. Hello, man. What else do you have in your room that looks cool? Well, on my desk, I got this pen holder that a friend gave me for my birthday. It's like a knight. I have one of the posters from the Glitch pop-up store in NYC being held up by a hanger on a door in my bedroom, lol. I look at the poster of indie animation's most known company held up by a hanger. Wow, dude. The chat delay is pretty bad in this stream. It pops up a minute later. What are you talking about on the screen or on the actual browser? Because I'm not experiencing any delays. Chat, are there any delays for you guys? Well, things I love, oh my god. Anyway. On the screen. Doesn't are you no delay for you, Maisie? Hello, man. Are you sure that you're like all the way up to date on the stream? Like your timestamp isn't back? Where are they doing the voice thing? It could just be a thing where we only see them after, not live. No, they said they would do it today. I'll just keep checking. They're obviously, there must just be delays, you know? They're not on time. Yeah. I don't know. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, chat. It's whatever. You mean the screen? I don't know. Looks normal to me. Yeah, hello, man. Make sure that that when you're watching the stream, it's like all the way, like up to date, basically. Because then that's why your messages might be delayed, because you're sending them, but then I'm not responding to them live, basically. Anyway, so since the stream is delayed, should I go and do the character tier list? Yeah, no, it's okay if it doesn't happen. It doesn't matter. But should I go and do the character tier list for TADC? Okay, sweet. Thank you, Hello Man. You guys can't hear any background noise, can you, by the way? What the hell? Can you hear background noise? Oh, okay, yeah. You want me to do the... Yes. Yep, because the stream looks like it might not happen. It's very delayed by this point, so we'll go and do the character tier list. Wow, there are a lot of characters. These are more characters than I could have ever expected. And Gags one too, I suggested. Okay, sweet. I hear someone talking. I mean, kind of. Okay, just ignore it. If you can hear someone talking in the background, just ignore it. Don't worry about it. Chat, do you guys want to see the amount of characters on here? Boom. Oh, shit. I almost certainly know that you hear that. Just give me a sec. Okay. Just ignore the drumming. You're gonna have to ignore the drumming. Do you understand? I didn't think someone would be drumming at this hour. Alright, but you got... It's not... Yeah, I know, that is a lot of characters. Is my voice too loud, guys? Is my voice too loud? Am I peaking or no? If my voice is fine, then let me know. I know, I'm gonna have to rank all of these. It's gonna be insane. I'll keep Ashley's channel on my phone to keep checking for if the stream goes live. I don't know, dude. Yeah, it seems like way more characters than it actually is. Like, why is there Gangle as a Skittle? That's not a character. I don't realize how many characters... Yeah, no, because this is like all different versions of the characters and stuff. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Okay, let me see if there's any other tier lists. Am I peaking? Oh, wow, Jesus. Alright, sorry if I was peaking, chat. I apologize. Like I said, if you can hear the drumming in the background, just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's pretty good, though. Yeah, at least it's good drumming. But, you know, it's still there. Is this every character? It's because I turned up the volume to make sure that you guys are still hearing my voice. That's all. Don't worry about it. I don't know, dude. I guess you just rate. Is the drumming in the... Is it good background music? Hey! Okay, I'll let him know. I'll let him know that the background drumming is good. Keep it up, Liam! You're making good background quality for the stream! Thank you, guys. Well, at least you like the drumming. Okay, we'll keep the drumming. So, sweet. Okay, good. Perfect. Yeah, it's my brother. He's a drummer. He's practicing right now. Oh, God. A TADC ships tier list. Alright. Yeah, W for adding the background music. Alright, we're just gonna stick to this tier list. This is a weird one, because this one's got, like I said, these are all just different versions of the characters. Like, that's not even a character! That's just Kane! Hey, chat, light up your lighters in chat, your Zippos. Get your Zippos lit for the drumming. Anyway. How the hell am I supposed to rate this, dude? This is bollocks. Nah, man, No, I gotta find something better, because this is just like this is just a joke. That's not all the characters, that's just making up a ton of characters. Good God, man. Okay, is this better? TADC OE's AU fan-made videos tier list? Maybe. What do you mean Kane is not a character? No, Kane is a character. You didn't see it. There was a frickin'... Someone made one of the characters just Kane's legs sticking out of a hat. It was really stupid. For another reason, okay. Arson, I'm gonna assume. Okay, yeah, I can't find any good character tier list. Because all of them are just, like, either, like, fan recreations or whatever. So we could try doing another tier list. What were some other tier lists that you guys suggested? Wait, how do you rate the ones on the door? We've done... That's what I mean. That's not, like... You can't do that. Oh my God, no way. No way. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I've just pulled up a ships tier list. Do you guys want to see how many fucking ships there are? Just look at this. What the fuck is this? There's no way there's that many TADC ships. No way. What it... Yeah, I could do that, hello man. I could just ignore the weird ones. But look at how ridiculous this is. You guys tell me there's no way on God's good earth that there's this many TAD... Jax and Korn? Jax and Korn isn't even a ship. Jax hates Korn. I don't know, gamer. This is crap. So we're not doing that. Why can't I find any good tier lists? No, hell no, hello man. I am not getting into... Especially TADC shipping. Nah. There's no... There can't be that many ships. That's what I mean. People are making shit up. I have to find a good tier list. Okay, this is a better ship list. Okay. Ragatha X Orbsman, yeah. This is a better list. Look at this. This is more coherent, right? That's a better list. Ragatha and Kane? Gangle and Kane? What the hell? Look at how many ships are... I mean, this tier makes sense if you're looking for some ships, but it's different fandoms. Okay. TADC character tier. Ah! Oops. They're so small, I mean, need your commentary, because I cannot tell who's down there. Alright, hold on, let me try finding something good. Because I'm only finding ones where they're, like, developing the characters, and then finding other ones where there's too many. Weird people have weird fantasies, yeah, like me. Okay. Chat, what do we think about this one? Do you think this one's better? Have we got all the characters here? Is this every character? Pomni, Ragatha, Jax, Gangle, Zubul, Kinga, Kane, Bubble, 3 crocodiles. Yeah, I think this is all the characters, right? I feel like one day I would love to make a pixel-style TADC game. Oh, like an NES or an SNES style TADC game. That would be really awesome. You should do that, Payshays. And you could post it on my Discord. That's a good tier list. Yeah, this is good. It's even got all the evil characters. Right, chat, thumbs up if you reckon we should do this one. Because at least this one isn't stupid like that last one. Kane's hat is a character. The Legend of Zelda TV show? No? I haven't watched it. Yeah, maybe. Fair enough, tier list. If we are wrong, we are wrong. W, thumbs up. Thank you. Thumbs up. Sweet as. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this list. Let's do this. Okay. So, starting off with Pomni. Tell you what, I'll let you guys make some of the decisions here. So, Pomni I would put in... I would just put Pomni in great. You guys add your t-shirt on the... What was this, a character? It's its own style. What are you talking about? Alright, I would put Pomni in great, but you guys post in chat what your opinions are. Where would you put Pomni? I think the main cast for me is gonna go either in great, between faves and great. I don't think I could put any of them, like, under that, because all of the main cast is great. Pomni, I feel like, helps balance things. Ranking based on design or them as a character? Them as a character and design. So you're going to rank your their designs, plus pairing it with what kind of character they are. I think Pomni is awesome tier. Alright, Cam. I'm going to call you Cam. Cam Extreme. That's your name. Controversy warning. Thank you, hello man. Pomni is awesome. Oh, evil Pomni is awesome. I didn't know I needed this. Her appearance was enough. Evil Pomni was the frickin' goat. I would love Evil Pomni in the cinema, sitting next to me for the finale, just laughing and teasing everything. Okay, but what you guys think? Okay, I know you all have your opinions, but do you think Pomni in great tier is great? Because I know that there's going to be, like Hello Man said, yeah, that is a controversy warning. Alright, you guys aren't saying anything. Screw you! Screw the lot of you. Okay. Ragatha. I'm not going to put Ragatha in faves. Faves is like a special place for me. Because they have to be my favorites. But I'll put her in awesome. And the reason I put Ragatha in awesome is because I relate to her quite a bit. I understand the struggles she goes through. And I also really like her as a character, so I put Ragatha in awesome. What are we thinking, chat? Where would you guys place Ragatha? I'd say the design looks average, but them as a character is great too. We're civilized people, right? Yeah, chat, we're all civilized here. The adventure gaming chat, we're all civilized. I agree with awesome for Ragatha. Sick. Sweet. Yeah, Pomni's design is definitely going to be average because it's Digital Circus. So as far as Digital Circus designs can go, Pomni's is definitely the most average. She's a clown. What more average could you get? Anyway, yeah, I hear you, Maisie. I hear you. Ragatha's a good character. Yeah, don't worry, Maisie. I understand you. Yep. Anyway, so Jax. Now, Jax is a hard one. Awesome or great? Awesome or great? Awesome or great? I'm putting him in great. I'm putting him above Pomni, but still in the great tier. And the reason for that is because I like Jax as a character. I think he is funny. I do like, even though his personality is completely fake, I do like his personality, you know? He's a lot of fun, and he is kind of right. He does kind of add a key dynamic in being the funny one. Yeah, I know he tortures all the other characters, and that's wrong, but like I said, I can't help but just laugh at his shenanigans. Jax is great for me. Was awesome at the beginning, depending on his finale decisions. Jax is faves for me. I love that a-hole. You guys can swear in chat. It's fine. You can say whatever you want. Unless it's censored automatically, which it shouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know whether to put him in awesome or not. Okay, I'll put him in awesome. I'll put him in awesome tier. I love how drums are making this tier list intense and funny the way more you think about it. Yeah, it's like I'm playing a game show, and you know how they always have the background music in the game shows. You have 1 minute to answer this question. But I have to watch more TADC to judge. Yeah, you do. We can say whatever we want. We can say whatever we... Why is that censored? We can say whatever the fuck we want? Hell yeah, you can. Ragatha, I'd say, is great in design, but as a character, okay. The nice one, you know? I like my troublemakers, lol. That's totally fine. And that's why I say that I like Jax, you know, because I like Jax as a troublemaker. He's really fun. He's lots of fun to hang around with. So I put Jax in awesome, but I put Ragatha above him just because I relate to Ragatha. I can't help it, folks. I really can't. What am I looking for? Bro, they still haven't gone live? These bunch of lazy bastards, dude. Anyway, so Jax goes up there for me. And Gangly Goo. I like Gangly Goo. Okay, this is a difficult one for me. Where do you guys put Gangle? Great or awesome? Which one? I'm waiting for your answers. You better answer me. You put Gangle in awesome, hello man? I put Gangle in great. Alright, so Hello Man would put Gangle in awesome. Cam would put Gangle in great. Maisie and Gamer, what do you guys say? And Paces, what do you guys say? I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Jax, I must say, is awesome as a character, but in design is my fave, maybe. I agree, I like Jax's design a lot. He reminds me a lot of Bugs Bunny. He's definitely got the most cartoonish design out of a lot of them. When I think of who I like, usually, them as a character, so I'm improvising here. Okay. It's not that we are not answering right away, it's the delay. Alright, everyone refresh the stream then! Refresh the stream, get up to date with me. You need to get up to speed, bro. I'm too quick for you guys. Anyway. Gangle, I'll make the decision myself there. Gangle, I'll put in great, but above Pomni. Because I like Gangle a lot. I've always liked Gangle. I like how innocent she is. She is the most peaceful soul in the entire world. She couldn't harm a fly. And, you know, I feel very sorry for her sometimes because she gets very emotional and... You know, she's so nice. But her design is really cool. You just said it there, Maisie. Average and design is great. Yeah, Gangle's design is probably the most unique out of the lot of them. I'd say so. Gangle's design is pretty cool. Did stream appeared, by the way? Just to make sure. Oh, the stream? No, it's, they're still not live, dude. They're a bunch of lazy bastards. Goose and the rest of them. They said they'll do something and then they don't do it, unless I got the times wrong. I don't know. Maybe I got the times wrong. We did know, but it still delays, but it's okay. I just wanted to let you know, that's all. Hello, man, it's fine. I'm joking. That fuck sensor was a joke. Yeah, it's alright, gamer. Yeah. No, I'm not serious with anything. It doesn't matter. Zooble. Zoobly Zoobs. I like Zooble a lot, actually. I'm going to put Zooble in awesome. I don't relate to Zooble at all. I don't deal with problems like that are similar to body dysmorphia or anything. A lot of you guys might. Some people relate to it. But I just like Zooble as a character. I think they're very cool and calm and in touch with things. I like how nice they are to Gangle. I like how they don't take any of Jax's shit. I like Zooble a lot. So for me, Zooble goes in awesome. Zooble is an awesome character. And then Kingy King. I've already explained my feelings on Kingy King. He's a fave. King is my favorite. Again, not because I don't relate to Kinger at all. I really don't relate to him. But, you know, he's so emotional. I love how wise he is. People are so bad at keeping promises these days. Okay, Hello Man, I might have gotten the times wrong, actually. They said it's coming out at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And I calculated that's meant to be 12 p.m. for me, 12 p.m. New Zealand time, and it's 12:40 now. I might have gotten it wrong. This is so fun. I don't remember if I've ever participated in a tier list related thing before instead of only watching. More entertaining than I'm a part of this. Kinger is my faves. Oh god, I gotta catch up. Yeah, you're alright, Maisie. Kinger is my faves. King is the GOAT! And yeah, Maisie, the reason you're able to participate is because the stream hasn't got that many viewers, which means the chatters can actually do stuff and interact with me. So it's more fun that way. I agree. But yeah, King is a fave. Kane? I actually haven't expressed that much on Kane, but I love Kane. I just think Kane is really cool. So I'm putting him, like, top of the awesome list. Because Kane is just such a fun guy. I love his adventure ideas. I love his sense of humor. And, yeah, Kane's awesome. W's in chat for Kane if you can agree with me that you just love Kane. Even if he's not your favorite, you have to admit Kane is pretty cool. And I hope he gets redeemed. In episode 9, if he gets redeemed, I'll run out of the theater naked. I think Kane is faves too. W small created or small views. W to the small views. W to low view count. Alright. So, next is Bubble. Bubble, I like Bubble. Oh man, where does Bubble go though? See, I think it'll be really bad if I rank Bubble above Gangle, dude. That would be really bad of me. W for Kane. Bubble is cool, but he is missing something even with the epic. Zubul, I'll say, is great as a character, and even design, I'll say, is awesome. Yeah, Zubul's design is great. We should definitely rank the characters on their uniqueness in design. Gangle, I'd say, is the most unique. Zubul, I'd say, is the second most unique. Kinga, I'd say, is third most unique. And Kane is pretty unique, too. These four characters are definitely the most unique out of all of them. It's because they look less humanoid. I think Pomni, surprisingly, Jax and Ragatha are the more humanoid-looking characters. But Bubble, I'm just going to put in great. Now, I would have done something very blasphemous, and I would have put Bubble in awesome. But I feel like ranking Bubble above Gangle and Pomni is just a bit of a stretch. So don't worry, I'll put Bubble in great. You guys don't yell at me, please. Don't be mad. Okay. So that's where Bubble goes. Gummy Goo, a favorite Gummy Goo. I love Gummy Goo. He's so cool. Like I said, I loved his story in episode 2. He was so nice, but he's also just awesome, like, as a character. Oh wait, where did Gummy Goo go? He is not there. Oopsies. Nah, he is there. Kinga is my favorite as a character, but not in design. You think Pomni has black hair or dark brown hair? Because I've seen some debates for some reason. It's a weird debate, I know. That is a weird debate. Dark brown hair. I think Pomni has dark brown hair. Feel free to yell and swear at me in the chat to the side. Anyway, I'm disgusting. Gummy Goo's friends, I'm gonna put in great tier, just below Bubble, because these guys are hilarious. Fucking love them. You gotta love both of these guys. Me arms aren't short enough to shift the gear. And then you got the one on the back that was dancing. Sorry, I don't know their names. Feel free to correct me. What are their names, chat? Can you clarify if anyone can clarify? I say dark brown hair like mine. Yeah, just like me. Yeah, Pomni has dark brown hair. The princess is average. I don't have much to say about the princess. She's just a princess. Same with Miss Mildenhall. But I put her above the princess because I like how she has a bit more of a sass to her, a bit more of an attitude. I enjoy that. Kane looks great, but as a character, he's awesome. Yeah, Kane is awesome. I love Kane. Kane is definitely up there with almost being a favorite, but he's just in the awesome tier for me. Gloink Queen. Again, Gloink Queen's alright. You gotta respect Gloink Queen for the OG NPC, though. You have to, so I'm putting it above. I love the fudge, though. The fudge is great. I'm gonna put the fudge in between our two gummy crocodiles. I'm gonna separate them. Fudge is great. I remember, I might be wrong about the OG color black, then there was toys introduced that became a bit brown. It would be shaded dark and drawn afterwards. I'm not sure if Goose said something about this. I don't think Goose cares enough. Brown hair in chat! Raise your hand if you've got dark brown hair in chat. The Zicky gang all the way. Bubble is a great character and average in design because he's he's just a bubble with a face. He's a chopper from Mario. Don't you know the lore? You're running out of the theaters will be legendary. I love Orbs, man. But Disappearing Guy more. Disappearing Guy? Oh, man. Don't get ahead of ourselves, fellas. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Orbs Man is an awesome NPC. I'm gonna put him in average, though, because I don't like him as much as others, but Orbs Man is still great. Love Orbs Man. Same with Ghostly. I love Ghostly. I love his accent and shit. Well, everyone's got brown hair, dude! Hell yeah! And then, the Angel? I love the Angel. I'm sorry, I don't know what other people think of this, but I really like the Angel. The Angel is so cool. Now we're getting to the good NPCs. Evil Pomni. Evil Pomni I'm putting above Bubble. I love Evil Pomni. I love Evil Ragatha more. Evil Ragatha is great. I love Evil Jax, Evil Orbs Man, Bazooble, ooh, and Coach Dictatorer. Alright, what do you think of my ratings for the evil characters, guys? So we're going from Evil Ragatha, Evil Pomni, Coach Dictatorer, Bazooble, Evil Jax, and Evil Orbs Man. I wish there was Evil Gangle in here, though. Do you guys like that ranking? What do you guys think? Gummy awesome as a character, but in design, great. Peak rating. Yes! Payshays agrees with me, yes! I say that Evil Pomni and Evil Ragatha are on par. I like them equally. By the way, someone noticed there was no Gangle. No, there is Gangle! Stop pranking people, gamer! Jesus. I think the evils are quite fascinating, and now they reflect on the rest of the cast. Damn, this is going to be fast for me. Looks good. I believe Evil Pomni a bit to the top, and I would be happy. Like I said, I can't move them, but Evil Ragatha and Evil Pomni are similar. Okay? Anyway, Disappearing Guy? Come on, we all love Disappearing Guy. Don't even get it started, dude. Do you guys hear that? The background music stopped. You don't hear that. No Evil Gangle. Yeah, no problem, gamer. You're all good. Ooh, where does Disappearing Guy go? Is he the king of the NPCs? Apart from Gummy Goo, is Disappearing Guy the #1 of the NPCs? Can we all agree? W's in chat for Disappearing Guy. Just do it. Just say it. Yeah, I love Oh, do you guys remember in my episode 5 video, did you like my Disappearing Guy joke? The one that I did? Hold on, let me pull it up. Ah, no, not that. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, say... Oh, say... Do you guys remember this joke from my video? This is hilarious.
Alright, team. I may not know what's going on, or who is going on. Let's go, Kinga! Going on, or why Let's go, Kinga! I do know where it's going on. Yes! And it's out on that.
He shouldn't even be on the tier list, because he's Disappearing Guy. Gummy Goo's body's great in design, but as characters I'd say they're average, because they get less focus. I just find them funny. I don't care if they need focus or not. Everyone in the chat's now Disappearing Guy. Anyway, sorry, let me check Ashley's YouTube channel again. See if they're live yet. Does anyone know what specific time is? Can someone Google that for me? Anyway, Kothmo. I've never really been bothered about Kothmo. People went crazy for him, but I don't know, he's just never really, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to put Kothmo. I would put him in average. But where in average? I think I'll put him, like, in the middle of average, just because his lore is a little bit important. Like, he is important to the narrative, and especially now that we've learned he's important to Jax, but... I don't really care for him that much. What about Abstracted Kothmo? I mean, I like Abstracted Kothmo a little more because he's like an antagonist in episode 1. What's the order again? I have to catch up. What, the order of the tier list? It's... Do I have to say the entire order? If Cosmo and Ribbit had actual screen time, I think they could be... Oh, they're going to have screen time in episode 9. They will. Because they've shown it in the trailer and the teasers. Jax is going to have, like, a flashback. And we're going to finally see them talk. On the final episode. It's been way overdue. New graphic of the character itself, meh. I like Miss Mildenhall. She's chill. Queenie, though. Come on, W's in chat for Queenie. Queenie's good. Queenie is Kinga's wife. We have to sympathize with her. I think I'll put Queenie here. Actually, let me move Bubble up a little bit. Put Bubble there. The order they got ranked not up there on it. Sorry, Maisie? I don't know. I can't read. The order they got ranked, not up there on it. I don't know. I'm just bad at reading. 3:52. When it would be at its... I'm gonna go to sleep. Alright, gamer. I'm so sorry the stream didn't happen, dude. I must have got the times mixed up. Once we finish this tier list, I'll go see what the time actually is. I could have sworn it would have been 12. Anyway, where do we put Ribbit, guys? What do we think about Ribbit? I don't have much to say about Ribbit. Maybe I'll put Ribbit a little bit more above. Because, like, Ribbit's important. Yeah, Evil Pomni's awesome. You can't deny how amazing Evil Pomni is. At this point, I figured out that I have no idea who is about to be first S+ favorite. What do you mean? Kinga and Gummy are up there. I might try to go to sleep soon just because tomorrow is a big day. Don't worry, I'm gonna end stream soon. I wanted to do 3 hours, so if you guys want to go, then you can go. But let's at least finish up the tier list. How about that, chat? Should we finish the tier list and now end stream? Are you gonna play a game after this tier list? Like, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream? Nah, sorry, Hello Man, not this stream, but I'll play it another time. Maybe we can play it on Friday. Do you guys want to see me play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream during the spoiler stream? I meant for my stream. Oh. If someone would say hello from me, the chat of the stream, I would appreciate it. That's alright, gamer. Again, join my Discord and you'll be able to promote all your stuff, you know? Join the Content Club Discord, guys. That's okay. Anyway, let me just finish up this tier list and I'll end stream. Ribbit... okay, I'll put Ribbit in great. Because... Ribbit is important, but they're like just on the border of being average. They've just about slipped into great, but I would put them at the top of average. Evil Ragatha as a character is okay, and great in design, maybe. Jeez, bro. Alright. I'll just wait a minute for you guys to catch up. Yeah, thank you, Payshays. Thank you, Payshays. You have a nice time, yeah? And thank you for joining the stream, all the support. Yeah, join the Content Club Discord. Jeez, thanks, Hello Man. Making me look like a fool now. Nice, gamer. Coach Dictator, great in design and okay as a character. I love Coach Dictator. He's so funny. Anyway, you carry on with what you're doing, Maisie, but I'm gonna carry on. Abel. Believe it or not, I actually really like Abel. I like his voice, and even, I know he's fake. He's very obviously fake, but I don't know. I just like enjoyed. If he was real, if he was a human, I enjoy the way he like talks and stuff. Evil Oarsman, average in design, the same as the character. I largely dislike the existence of Abel. He feels a bit too pointless. You are correct, but if he didn't have a good voice and if he wasn't like written and acted well, then I probably wouldn't make him as great. But I do just like Abel. But you're right, he is pretty pointless. You're right. I'm gonna move some of these down, by the way. Like, I'll probably move the princess down to there, okay? No characters are going in dislike, because I most certainly don't dislike any of the characters. And then... Ming. I like Ming a lot. Ming is definitely going up there as the jokes. Alright, so that's my tier list. Yeah, Ming is funny. Alright, what do you guys think of my tier list? I know, again, opinions are gonna be very different. But are we W's? W's for the tier list? Okay, fun fact about our blue mannequin, Ming. We had a pretty famous voice actor that no one expected to see here, but appreciate it. What? That VA is voicing Rick and Morty. What? I thought it was Markiplier or something. Visual great in design and awesome in character. Thanks for streaming. My bus ride was fun. Thanks for you. Thank you, Hello Man. Share screenshot it to the Discord. I'll post it on Twitter. I'll post a screenshot on Twitter. Nice tier list. Thank you, Payshays. Ming, I'd say, is great as a character and average as design. Ming is awesome. You can't diss Ming or else you're banned. I'll try to find the TADC setup in the abandoned building when I get there. Thank you, Hello Man. Make sure to send a picture and post it on Discord so that I can show it off on stream next time. Anyway. So we're looking good, chat? We like what we've got? Oh god, ugh, I'm disgusting. I will take a screenshot and I'll post it on Discord and Twitter for you guys to see. Reminder, our local VA talented TADC translated Rick and Morty versions, both official. Angel Head thing, great in design, and as a character, great. Oh yeah, the Angel Head is brilliant. I love the Angel Head. Looking good. Thank you, Gamer. Oh, that's my alarm. Thank you so much, Gamer. Anyway, what am I doing? So, when did they say it was going live? Princess average in character and okay in design. Yeah, Princess is cool, but nah. Don't really have much to say about her. She's okay, so I put her in the okay section. The 3rd PM at 5 PM PT. What is 5 PM PT in EST? Yeah, I was right. So it was meant to start an hour ago on the 3rd of June. I'm gonna comment the rest of it just because it's too much to catch up on. Yeah, don't worry, Maisie, don't worry. Yeah, you can comment the rest. If you can meet one TADC character in real life, who would you want to meet and hang out with? Honestly, Pomni. Pomni's pretty awesome. I like Pomni. Don't forget to prepare Bringo, rewatch yourself, drink water, ask yourself before the movie, oh, this comment is probably a lie, oh, it's not. Thank you, Gamer. Don't worry, that bingo is a great idea. I'll do it. Well, I'll see you later. I had a fun time. Thank you, Pace Chase, for sticking around for the full 3 hours. That's awesome support. Thank you. Even if there are different rankings I have, I don't think there's an actual TADC character I genuinely dislike. Hell no. No, none of them, like, annoy me or get on my nerves. I love them all. They're all great. Oh, you want to hang out with Evil Pomni, huh, gamer? Nice. Okay. Well, I wasn't wrong about the time, chat. They were meant to be streaming at 12 PM, but they just haven't. Anyway, so, before I finish up the stream, before you go, remember, make sure to like the stream before you all leave. Press the like button so that we can push the VOD, get people watching. Comment down below what questions you would like, spoiler-free questions you want me to answer in my review tomorrow. And I'll make a list of, like, all the different questions I'll answer in my spoiler-free review. And I'll answer them for you guys, okay? And don't forget to stay tuned for the next stream on Saturday if you want me to talk about spoilers and shit with TADC, and then we might play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Maybe. Anyway, thank you so much for the fun time, guys. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I've never had a stream do this well before. I've got my first donation. I've had so many concurrent viewers. Maybe scheduling got interrupted unexpectedly. Maybe, who knows? It doesn't matter, though, because we still had fun. And I'm so glad that you guys still decided to stick around and chat with me. Just because they are famous doesn't mean they can break a promise. Yeah, of course they can. Could we go to the gags tier list next stream? Sure, yeah, we'll go check out some gags. Maybe some ships as well, that would be funny. Because that's a good idea on your part, Maisie. First 2 donations. Yeah, you're right. I can't believe I got first 2 donations. Anyway, take care. Hello Man, Payshees, XGamer069, at MaisieArts _, at Maisie _ Arts. For the first stream I watched, it's been great. Thank you, Maisie. We're sure gonna miss this epic big music. Say goodbye to Liam in the background. I'll let you guys know what you think of his drumming. Thank you so much for the background music, Liam. Alright. Take care, fellas. Don't forget to do all those things. Let's get to 1,000 subs! Let's get to 1,000 subs this weekend! This weekend we're getting 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, screw all of you. Goodbye.